Hello everyone, can you hear me now? Sorry, the mic was in, but for some reason it wasn't coming up. Coming up. Dear, why you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? It could be from when we've streamed other stuff and it's been a little bit quiet. Okay, but here we go then. Let's start off by taking a little look at Tytos. So, here we are. Tytos, 25 at this time. Why can no one hear me? My mic is completely up. It's fully up. You should be able to hear me completely fine. Okay, I've got no idea. Okay. But anyway, yes, here we are. Lord Tytos the Terrible of the Crone's Crossing. 25 years old. Those incredible traits that we know he was well known for. He was an incredible fighter. No matter what you think of this guy, as a fighter, this guy was insane. Probably one of the best fighters to ever grace Andalian soil. I don't think there's many above him. Maybe the famous Stefan Roseheart, List of the Loyal, but there's not many who would, I think, defeat Lord Tytos in single combat. Yes, thank you, Lucian. Thank you very much for saying you can hear my lovely accent. I appreciate it. So, where was I? Yes, so, Lord Tytos, with his 4 children. I forgot that he actually had so many children. Obviously, they didn't really amount to anything in the real timeline, but in this timeline, they did. They became pretty decent. They probably will become pretty decent. They're all betrothed to northern lords of Riswell, Umber, and Glover, I believe, and his daughter is still unmarried. Oh, well, unbetrothed. His wife, I think she was a Vale Lord. Yes, she is a lady of House Waynwood, so a decent marriage pact there. We will have a look at all the others. Look at all these siblings. My God, I forgot how many children Enga II had. It is absolutely ridiculous how many children that guy had. Absolutely insane. I'm just sorting my chat out. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Please feel free to say what characters you'd like to have a look at before we get started, just so we can have a look at those, of course. Give us John Seymour. Everyone wants to see John Seymour, it would seem. We will make a lot of these important as well, of course, just so that we can keep an eye on them. Right, so, yeah, let's start with Willowood. Oh, and what a surprise, guys. Willowood is completely under siege, probably being burnt to a crisp. So, here we have Lord John, already got the name of the Unredder, 25 years old, as a lot of the famous characters seem to be around this time. Let's make him important, of course, so that we can keep an eye on all of these lords from this time. Has got his many children, so with Enger Seymour, who is quite prominent in the story, I think, now. So it's interesting to see him so young and so unimpressive at the moment. He's got some decent diplomacy, actually, for a 7-year-old. Who else have we got? Leona Seymour, Carl Seymour, and Norbert Seymour. I don't think any of them amount to much because I can't really remember them. Yes, we will look at Titus's kids. So we've got our son and heir, who is currently a hostage in Sevensport, Tytos Erenstar. The strong trait, just like his father, very good learning and martial for a 9-year-old. A hairlip, fussy, and indolent. But yes, that hairlip, that's probably from all of that 7-star interbreeding that we know. There's a lot going on of. There's a lot of interbreeding. Second child, we've got Gilbert Erenstar. He's betrothed to a Glover. A twin, strong. So he's the twin, Tion Erenstar, who is betrothed to a Riswell. Also with that twin and strong trait. And then his daughter, Joyesu Erenstar. Strong trait as well. So all 4 children getting that impressive inheritable trait. So, yeah, we'll go through the main players. So there we go. That is Lord Tytos the Terrible and his children. We've seen John the Simple. Not the Simple, the Unready. John the Simple is a different one. Well, most of these aren't overly impressive or important, such as like the Mutant Lord and such, so we will miss those out. But if we go down into the High Lordship of Wickeden, we do have Lord Harbert Snow of Wickeden of House Redstone, one of the great bastards who, unfortunately, in the main story, didn't really get to do anything. After this war was finished, he was banished to the Night's Watch, and we never really heard much else about him. Maybe in this timeline, he will become a lot more important. I'm sure he will if Tytos gets his own way. Next door in Crabshaw, we have Lord Leopold the Spider of Crabshaw, who, of course, was a very important figure in this war. Have we not got an aggression pact with you already? No, we haven't apparently, but yes, he was a main player. Pretty decent intrigue and diplomacy. This was the bastard son of Elena Shycross, the whore of Andalia, and Max Richards, who most of you, of course, will remember from early in Ambrose's reign. Yeah, Titus's children are very Westerland named. Then we have in 9 stars, Sir Yorick Templeton, 15 years old. That's an impressive bid for a 15-year-old. Incredibly jealous, but as you'll all know, this guy is actually still very, very much alive in the current series. One of, I'm guessing, a few. Benfrey Templeton, Beer Upcliffe, Syrian Upcliffe. Okay, they're his siblings. He is yet to have any children. He is married to a Shycross. Of course, I think they actually did have a daughter in the main one, Tilly Templeton, who was incredibly smart. So that is down here. We will make Yorick Templeton important, just to keep an eye on him, because he does become fairly important later on. Over in Ghoultown, Lord Willem Grafton, who I don't believe is that important, but his son, you will all know, Vardis Grafton, who was the future Master of Laws for many years under, I believe, Lyanna and then King Lister. We have House Royce, Lord Roland II, the Gallant of Runestone, pretty decent marshal, so we'll keep an eye on him. In Iron Oaks, we have the Waynewoods, who is our brother-in-law. I think he was married to our half-sister at one point as well, so we'll make him important, just to keep an eye on, just in case. And my favourite character of all time in the Knights of Andalia, Lord Benfrey. High star. Look at that diplomacy and martial. This really was my favourite guy, my favourite character in the entire series, other than one very old man who will still be alive. This guy, obviously, unfortunately, is dead by the current stage of the series, but my God, those stats and those traits, he's just one of the best people I've ever seen, like, naturally brought into the game. I don't think the Belmores were overly important at this time. No, Lord Michael the Hunter, I do remember him, but I don't think he really did anything. Ah, and here's one that everyone will obviously know, still very much alive at the current stage of the series, and that is Lord Danes, Corbury of the Fingers. Dennis, a lot of people have said it's pronounced Dennis, but I just can't get around calling him Danes now, so I'm just going to continue to call him Danes. But yes, very, very much alive with very, very threatening traits. And it's going to be interesting to see how he gets around Tytos, if Tytos is king. Obviously, he really had to tiptoe around Benfrey. Benfrey was no fool, and it was hard for him to gain his power with Benfrey around. With Benfrey not having as much power, I'm guessing he's probably not going to be Hand of the King and Regent of the Realm. It may be easier for Danes to manipulate and gain power with someone who's a little bit more rash like Tytos around. I don't think there was anyone else really massively important down here in the Vale. In the Mother's Embrace, we obviously have High Chieftain Ragnar Maiden, who is one of our supporters, so we will make him important. I think, isn't one of the members of his family married to one of our sisters as well? I'm pretty sure. We'll go back to our main vassals, though. We have Lord Darnold Crownless of the Northlands, who is epic, one of the best military minds in Andalian history. He's up there with the likes of the Hammer of Eastwatch. Very impressive. His son, Colin Crownless, pretty decent. Carl Crownless is also pretty decent with that quick trait. Over in the Crossfort, we still have the second branch of House Josso, which was, of course, removed from power at the end of the War of the Stars, and Lord Cormond was sent to the wall, along with many other people. And then in Mistlewood, we have Lord Garibold Snow of House Rook, who later became... Oh, no, it wasn't him. I think it was his son, Sir Belgrave, who is our friend. Who is... Oh, wow, he's actually one of Titus' friends. So Titus does have friends, who became known as the Peg Leg. I think Anger the Evil, it was, chopped his leg off in the second Battle of Oldstones. There's not really anyone overly important in the Cape of Eagles. We have Sir Davos Redguard, not the original Sir Davos. We have Stefron Malister. We'll make these guys important just for the sake of it. In Oldstones, we have Lord Jamie Mudd, who is married, I believe, to one of our half-sisters. Yes, he is. Marlet Bay. Who do we have in Marlet Bay? A random house. We'll ignore them. And then we have our niece, Lady Alyssane of Seaguard of House Redwolf, whose father, of course, was killed by Tytos. They had single combat. He removed his eye, put him in the dungeon, and left him there to die. Did we make the rooks important? Yes, we did. In the Neck, we have Lady Sybil the Young of the Neck, who I believe is also still alive at the current time of the story, even though she's not so young anymore. But yeah, she was important. I believe it was her regent and her guardian. No, it wasn't you. It was somebody else in her court. Might have been her uncle or something like that that was pulling the strings here. Yes, there he is, Doran Reed. He was one of the ones who was... I can't even remember if he was beheaded or sent to the wall. And then here we go. Good old-fashioned old Andalia. Let's have a look at old Andalia. So, we'll start over here with everybody's favourite house, and that is the Firehands. Lord Enger, the Evil of the Father's Fields, coming... well, ripening in age. Age 46. Nearly said level 46 then. I don't know why. But yeah, some of those very interesting traits. Very good intrigue, very good martial. Very fat, as we know by this point. But... yeah, still not to be messed with. Not to be messed with in the slightest. He has a minus 100% opinion of us, which is interesting. Oh, he's our rival. That makes sense, to be fair. That makes perfect sense. Over here, in Whitford, we have Lady Elaine Josso of Whitford, who was very close friends with Kyra, so she's probably not going to have a very good opinion of us. She's the keeper of the swans for Andalia. Oh, yes, Lord Stefan Roseheart of the White Star. Oh, how I've missed this guy. What an absolute animal. 24 martial, so not as good as some other characters, but look, giant, strong, quick, knight, formidable fighter, brawny, and a duelist. 170 personal combat skill. That is insane. Minus 20 because of the old age, so he would have been even more formidable if not for that. We will make you... I've just remembered I didn't make these guys important so that we can keep an eye on them. Down in Oldcastle, oh, Lord Colmore Bloom as well, another character that I massively miss. I loved this guy as well. 28 martial, incredible. Unyielding, siege leader, leads from the rear, quick, strong, formidable fighter. And I forget how many amazing characters we've actually had in the Knights of Andalia in the past. And I think the Foresters are around. I think that we have got some. I think we have got some Foresters to the north. And then in 7th spot, we have Queen Jonquil of Andalia. The poor queen who wasn't even a queen for like a year. Was it like the year of the 3 queens or something like that? I think it was Amir who came up with that awesome name for that, which was really cool. We'll make her important, even though it doesn't really matter that she is important right now. Maiden's Gate, we have Lord John the Simple. Yet to pick up that nickname, but there he goes. He's got the slow trait. Warrior's Watch, we have the Morgoths. Up here in Black Sheep Hills, we have Lord Joran, who's not very important or very impressive, but we do have his 12-year-old son, Benfrey Lancer, the former squire of Kyra 7-star, and the most ridiculous OP character I've ever seen in any Crusader Kings playthrough. Giant, genius, attractive, strong, skilled fighter at the age of 12, 18 martial at the age of 12. Absolutely ridiculous and insane. I'm so sorry if I'm getting, like, my internet has been such a pain lately. I was actually worried that could be the case today. I do apologise, but I still wanted to go ahead with the stream. I've been messing around with the internet trying to improve it, and I thought it had got better, so I do apologise for that. We have Lord Morribold Rack of the Warriors Way. Oh, he's not actually that old now. His son Joa, still very young, 14, who was very impressive. He was another squire for the Queen, I believe, and for some reason he's got 2 fighting traits there. Belvazar, the brilliant of the House Bolton. Amazing. It was such a shame what happened with this guy. He did not become the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, though, when he was sent to the Night's Watch, so he did become quite impressive at one point. But he will probably become a lot more impressive now. Genius, an attractive trait. Has got that trained fighter as well, which is awesome. And then right up in the north, we of course have the Greystarks with Lord Owen of the Grey Cliffs, who is at the ripe old age of 57, and it's his grandson who inherited, who you might know from the modern day story, Maynard Greystark. So that pretty much covers everybody. Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. Yes, the mystery of who killed Jonquil. I do actually know who killed Jonquil, but I kept it secret. The people in the creation team also know who killed her. But, yes. I don't know if we will ever reveal who was the actual person to kill her. Maybe we will at some point. Let's have a look in our settings. Let's see if we can stop this lag then that we're all talking about. It should be fine. Normally it's fine. I think it definitely is. My internet is very, very bad at the moment. So, here we are. The first battle of Oldstones. And as you can see, the Erenstar host is massively, massively outnumbered. 10-1 almost outnumbered, which is insane. 11,000 troops, but we have got the upper hand here. Stefan Rosehart, joined by Sir Will the Brave, who's still alive at this point. Obviously, he did die in that second Battle of Oldstones. Lord Tytos killed him himself in single combat. And they are fighting against Lord Darnold Crownless, who is somehow, no idea how, somehow holding them off. If you had a house that would take over from the 7 stars through blood connections, who would it be? That's an interesting question. Well, if you're not including the bastard houses and other branches, I'm trying to think who's probably had the most marriages into House 7 Star. The Blooms and the Rosehearts have both had a huge amount of marriages with the crown. I also believe the Firehands have had a decent amount. The Greystarks as well. So quite a lot of houses have had marriages to the crown. So maybe one of those, maybe one of the original loyalist houses, such as Bloom, Rack, Josso, Firehand. They've all had a huge, huge amount of marriages through the years with House 7 Star. So it could possibly be one of those. So we will let's unpause and let this battle finish, shall we? So here we are. This is going to be a very, very, very quick victory for the Erenstar forces. And we are lagging like mad. I am so sorry. I don't know why we are lagging so much. Nothing has changed with my settings, unless it's because I'm streaming to multiple platforms. I'll try turning off one of the others and see if that works. So there we go. The Battle of Oldstones, a great victory. We lost 2,000 troops. So it was 4,000 against 13,000. And we slaughtered nearly as many men that we've got, and we have managed to capture a lord as well. And you were in the thick of it during the Battle of Oldstones, and your tally of slain enemy soldiers has impressed even the most grizzled sergeants in your army. As you clean the blood splatter off your sword and armour, the men cheer you for the bravery you displayed in securing this victory. Songs will be sung of this day. Right, 1 second, guys. I'm going to see if we can make it better by closing one of my other streams. Let's see if this improves things. Ah, yes, good old House Flake. I do miss House Flake a lot. I loved House Flake. So, right, so by winning that battle, we have actually got 100% war score. So I have no idea why Tytos didn't win. What happened to change that? But we will offer peace, and we will enforce our demands upon Queen Jonquil, making Tytos King of Andalia, which is very interesting. It's going to be very interesting indeed. Hi, King Tytos the Terrible has usurped the title Kingdom of Andalia from Queen Jonquil of the Neck. Okay, so she's took the Neck title for herself. Lord Tytos Snow, war for Andalia has ended. Lord Tytos of the Crunch Crossing won. After seizing the Kingdom of Andalia, we've also captured the treasury of the disposed Queen Jonquil. Okay. Jonquil 7 stars had Crown of Winter removed from her treasury, as well as lots of other stuff. Tytos' other commanders, he had I'm trying to think, Donald Crownless himself, of course. I don't think he actually had that many other well-known commanders. He had the Rook Lord, Lord Garibold. Yes, he's in armor, so he must have been fighting. And then there was a lot of the northern armies that did come marching south to fight as well. We've had the Crown of Winter added to our treasury. That's interesting. That should probably be the crown that we wear. If we go into our treasury, we've got the Crown of Stars, of course, but let's equip Crown of Winter. That suits Tytos much better, in my opinion. That looks very nice upon Tytos' head. Yes, what Durin Godsgrief said, the computer can't comprehend Crownless's awesomeness. Hopefully things have improved now that I ended the Twitch stream and we're just streaming with Dust at YouTube. Hopefully that will improve things. It has done. It's the first time I've actually tried to multi-stream over different things. Obviously, my internet is too poor to help with that. We have been suffering with internet for some time, as I said. I really don't know what's wrong with it. All speed tests and such are perfect, so I don't know why. Yeah, no idea. Seven's God's still neutral, which is interesting. So is Wickeden and the Mother's Embrace. Most of these will probably become back under our control once we unpause again. But if we go on Intrigue, something that we are going to probably have to legitimize ourselves, become a legitimized bastard, which will cost us a lot of prestige and piety. But then, because if we look at it now, Jonquil's heir is her father. Heir to the Kingdom of the Net. Because it's actually a different... Yeah, so we don't want to lose that. So what we're going to do is legitimize ourselves. Make ourselves a true member of House 7 Star, which we should be able to do now. Okay, Queen Jonquil of the Neck has made the Kingdom of Andalia her primary title. That will be the original old Andalian title. That's fine. And the war has been won. Our enemy armies have been crushed and the loyalist forces have been defeated. Queen Jonquil 7 Star, one of your opponents, has been brought before you to hear your judgment. I shall judge her family justly. I want all their heads on pikes. I will judge her family justly. Let's have a look. See what we're going to do with each of these members of her house. Arlen of the defeated royal Josso family has been brought before you. What is to be done with him? Ah, Kyra's husband. Widowed. He did die of depression many, many years later. Let's have his head. Yes, let's do it. Have him beheaded. Sybil of the defeated royal Stark family has been brought before you. What is to be done with her? Have her head on a pike. This is our father's trueborn wife. I imagine Tytos is going to despise her. Out of envy more than anything, I would probably imagine. And she will... Do you know what? Let's have her hung. Why not? Let's make it a bit more evil. Damon of the defeated royal 7-star family has been brought before you. What is to be done? Ah, Sir Damon Snow, we forgot to make you important. Our Maester brother, release him. He's done nothing wrong. I want him serving us. And Jonquil of the defeated royal 7-star family has been brought before you. Do we really want a monarch hanging about? A former monarch? She's also got in her treasury, of course, all of the artifacts, Mother's Mercy, and lots of other interesting stuff. So I think we'll have her head. Why not? And that actually makes the vassals of Andalia viewers with respect, which is interesting to say the least. I wasn't expecting that to happen. So we'll have her beheaded, hung. Hanging a child seems a bit extreme. She's sick. Beheading a child also seems a bit extreme. Hung, drawn, and quartered is extremely extreme. Hanging is for peasants and commoners. Oh, we do actually have more. No, we don't have more options. Beheaded is probably the best of the three then, so we will have her beheaded. Jonquil 7-star is no longer a participant in the War of the Sisters. Independence. Ah, yes, because the sisters were also going for independence. High King Tytos the Terrible is inherited kingdom of Andalia and other titles from Queen Jonquil of Andalia. Perfect. We now have a Valyrian steel sword, and we also have ice as well, which is nice. So we've got 2 Valyrian steel swords, and my actions have killed a member of my extended family. I have gained the familiar Kingslayer trait. Well, we had that anyway. We killed our sister already. We killed our brother. I don't think it's going to make too much difference. Right. Lady Snowfall, we're actually very good friends, so can we end this war? Yes, we can. We can offer a white peace and bring you peacefully back into the realm. So that'll end that war. I don't think we have any other wars going on. We do have a lot of men here that we've got raised, so we can now disband all of these. Peacetime. We do have a 15,000... Ah, that's actually the army of the Battle of Oldstones, isn't it? That is retreating, so we'll be able to get rid of that soon. I think the North are invading... Actually invading... the Iron Isle, sorry. We're actually invading the North at this point, I believe, as well. We are monsters, but we are playing... This is Tytos Erenstar, guy. Do you remember half the nicknames this guy had? He killed his own brother and sister. He's not the nicest man. We've got to play with those traits, and he's a zealot. He's ruthless, envious, wrath, greedy. Looking at those traits, I won't put it past him killing his niece. She's going to be a constant danger to him. We do actually have Princess Lyanna still alive, who does have a very good claim, so we are going to have to keep an eye on her. Obviously, the true person who became queen in the main series. Let's disband this fleet. So we have got a lot of stuff to sort out now. We need a new ambition. Tame a dragon. No, I think we'll leave that. Expand realm by conquest. Have 5 children. Fall in love. Do you know what? We'll go with have 5 children, but just because we've already got 4. It'll be a nice, easy one to go. And I don't want to go straight into conquest. Let's let things calm down a little bit first, because we're going to have to obviously get a lot of these loyalists under our control. I can't see it being very long before the likes of Firehand, Bloom, Roseheart, Josso, Rack, and Greystark start rebelling. So we are going to have to worry about that. Tytos is probably going to get disposed in mere minutes. I would not be surprised, if I'm honest. I would not be surprised. Dual wielding, I like it, Flowers, but with that being ice, I don't think you're going to be able to... It'd be hard enough to wield ice in battle, let alone dual wielding it. Is it still lagging? I do apologise, guys. I thought it might have improved a little bit now. Yeah, taking the North could be a possibility. We do have 42,000 troops, so some of our levies like us. That will increase as well, because the Neck, Wickedon, and the Mother's Embrace still do need to come into the Crown's peace. My prisoner, Lord Walter of Martel Nest, is complaining about his dark self. Let him rot. I don't care. Under my guidance, my young son, Byra, is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. Perfect. He might become something a little bit more impressive now. Lord Leopold the Spider decided to exile Alice. No idea who she is, but okay. We are going to need to reward some of these guys as well at some point. The War of the Sisters' Independence has ended. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I accept your offer of peace. Thank you, Lady Milera. Obviously, she was beheaded. The wars between the great powers of Andalia have subsided for now. Yes, we do need to find a betrothal for our daughter. So, guys, feel free to name some suggestions. We already have betrothals for our 3 sons, but we do need to marry off that daughter. So if we can find somebody to do that, kill Enger the Evil. It's held by... Yeah. I don't think it's going to be long before we get into conflict with Enger the Evil, if I'm completely honest. Right, let's sort out our new council then. So our Hand of the King is Lord Cormond of the Crossfort. May want to change that. We'll leave it... Oh, no, we need to wait. The Stranger's Hills have not come back into our control yet. There we go. Stuff starting to slowly calm down. The war has ended. Do you wish to reappoint? I will decide my new council. Yes, we'll have a new council. Wickeden and the Mother's Embrace are yet to come under our control. Whoa, Wickeden independent? He is defending against High King Lucan the Just in Westerland Blackwater Bay, a vassalization war. Oh, against House Grand. Okay, so I don't know why you're joining your forces to that war, but we'll leave you to it. Harbert, you must think you're going to get something from it. But fair enough. Okay, so it was because I was streaming on multiple things. Okay. Hopefully it's okay now then, now that we've cancelled that. Sorry to those few viewers. I did actually have a few on Twitch, which surprised me massively. I wasn't expecting to get any, as I've not used Twitch before with the channel. Yeah, but we need to get that betrothal for the daughter, so please marry a Stark girl and press their claim. That way you can fuse the kingdoms. Not a bad idea. If there are some Starks, though I don't know if the Starks like us very much. But let's have a look at this council now that we've got people under control. There's only one person for Master of Laws, and that is Belvazar Bolton. Wow, he's actually better than Benfrey High Star in diplomacy. That is insane. So yes, our best friend and our cousin will be our new Master of Laws. I hate when this happens. Oh, Donald Crownless is angered because you've removed him from the council. That's only because I'm going to give him something more suited to him. And that will be the Master at Arms. Wow, 28 Marshal. The same as Colmore Bloom, who is, of course, our rival. So we will go with Donald Crownless. Master of Coin, who is the best steward in the realm. Of course, it's Danes Corpory. We do have Salendar Moago as well, though, who's pretty decent. He's a skilled steward. Do you know what? Danes Corpory has... I need to not judge him by the Danes Corpory we know of now. By this point, Danes Corpory's done nothing wrong, or nothing to even make us think that he's a bad person. So he will be our Master of Coin. Wow, 29, 28, 29. That is insane. Master of Whispers. Now we have Enger the Evil, who of course absolutely despises us, so he's not going to be our Master of Whispers. We're going to go with Lady Milera of the Sisters instead, 25. And then our Maester, we will reappoint our brother. Wow, 38 learning, that's insane. And we need a priest. Alphonse Woods or Cregan Stark. He's celibate, he's zealous. He's not got amazing learning, but yeah, why not? Let's have a Stark as our priest, and he can perform charity in Seventh Port. We need to get people to like us a little bit more. We'll get you to serve court, Damon. Lady Milera of the Sisters, let's get you to... Right, we'll think about that. We may need to start some plots. Master of Coin, collect taxes in Seventh Port. We need to refill the... Then again, we've got a lot of money. We've inherited all the Seventh Port treasury. Lord Donald Crownless, can you train the children? Let's get some decent children. Lord Belvazar the Brilliant, I think we'll send you to improve diplomatic relations. Now, who hates us the most? Well, and there's no risk of revolts, but we need to say what lord actually hates us the most. If we go on to our vassals, there are many. I think there's no chance of us improving the opinion of the Firehands, Roseheart and Blooms. I feel like we could probably win the Greystarks round. They are old gods. We're old gods. We can come to some sort of agreement to make each other like each other more. So let's send you to improve diplomatic relations with the Greystarks. They're probably not going to be very, very happy when a Bolton army shows up to improve relations, but it's tough. Married to the Foresters. I think the Foresters are around, but thinking about that, I think that Tytos has actually killed Foresters. Yes, Joseph Forester, and I think he's also got other Foresters in his prison. So That might not be a good idea. Can you marry the daughter to the Corbris? That's not a bad idea. Does Danes have a son? No, Danes' son has not been born yet. He's only got 2 daughters. So that's a no. Let's have a look. If we look, find characters. In our realm, we want men, unmarried. And how old is our daughter? She's only 0 years old. So we could always look in... Oh my god, look at all these Jogus Knight in our realm. Disgusting. There's a green star. We've got some Clifton. A high star. Our nephew. We could go for the Incest Wincest, which could work. And it could get them under our control. A Lannister. Yeah, a Lannister wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. If we can keep the peace with the West. Does he have a... He has a son, Prince Willard of the Westerlands. I like that idea. Yeah, let's go for that and keep them off. We've got a lot of trouble back home in Andalia and in the north. The last thing we need is a Westerland invasion. The Westlanders were weak at the minute, as you can see, but that's only because they're invading the Grandlands, so everything can split up. But they do own the Reach by this point, so it might not be a bad idea, actually, to keep the Lannisters on side. And Princess... Yeah, this is our daughter. Send. Perfect. I am going to do one thing. We have obviously took the name 7-star, but we will change that sigil up slightly. Let's get the right coloured star. Oh, there we go. Looks very... That is the right red, I think, isn't it? That he had. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for a nice new special sigil for Tytos. Oh my god, yeah. If Danes had a claim upon the throne with his grandchild, that would be insane. His wife has a very slim claim. She is the half-sister of Tytos, so he's took it by conquest. She's got just as much right by the rules that Tytos has created. We have got some other... we need advisors. Okay, well, who likes us? Well, Benfrey actually still likes us. I suppose he is a top guy. I don't know why he still likes us, but he does still like us, so fair enough. Yeah, let's make Benfrey an advisor. And, we've got the Royces. He's married to one of our sisters. He might not be too bad, I suppose. Owen Great. Let's try and... Yeah, we're trying to gain favour with the Greystark, so let's name him as an advisor. Minor titles. Designated Regent, Lord Darnold of the Northlands. I think we'll go with Belvazar Bolton instead. Bodyguard. Right, we've got a lot of options for bodyguards. Most of whom despisers. We'll go with this woman here. Lyphine, Red Guard. Yeah, we probably need to find our own bodyguards. We've got Alice Coldwater. Oh, yeah, remember her. Forgot all about her. Sir Warren. We need some new bodyguards. Salandon. And then we've got Donico Shycross, who's our rival, so that might not be a good idea. And Sir Will the Brave, who fought against us. We could go Robert Baratheon style, like he did with Barristan, but I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. I'm not sure if that'd be a good idea. We'll name him to the Household Guard for now. Captain of the Household Guard. We will go with... They're all Faith of the Seven. We need some new bodyguards. We're going to need to find some new bodyguards. Keeper of the Swans. Right. We want to reward people that we like. So we'll go with... Okay, Lord of Strongson actually has a decent opinion of us. So let's try and get him on side a little bit more. Master of the Horse, Lord Garibaldi Snow. Yeah, okay. Master of the Hunt, Lord Donald Crownless. High Almoner, Lord Cormond. Cupbearer. Who do we have as Cupbearer? Yes, let's go with Belvazar Bolton. King's Justice. Alphonse Woods. He's of our religion. We need some better commanders here. Let's have a look what we've got. We'll go with Benfrey. Garibaldi Snow, we'll leave you as you are. We'll go with... Wow, most of these guys hate us. Hate us. Roland Royce. Belvazar Bolton, he knows how to lead men. We could go with... Oh, Danes Corpory. Try and get him on side. Will Silvermoon. I know these are our best commanders. I don't think we're ever going to win them round, though. They hate us. Then again, we could get them killed in battle. So, yeah, let's go for that. We could try and kill these old men off in battle. Which pains me to say, because I absolutely love them, but still. That's everything filled. Several loyalists on the council, which is good. It's great to see. We can create the Kingdom of the Vale, but I won't do that. We need a captain of the Household Guard, but unfortunately we don't have anyone really who can fill that role. Do we have any prisoners? We've got 8 prisoners, so let's clear the dungeons. Our son, well, you need releasing from prison straight away. Edward Forrester, who is a malnourished lunatic who's ugly, but he is of the old gods. Do we really want to upset houses of the old gods? Now let's execute. He fought against us. Execute. He'll be beheaded. Who else have we got in prison? We have a Bolton. Who is your father? Lord Belvazar. Well, of course we're going to release you from prison. We've inherited all the old prisoners, haven't we? We've got Lawrence. Oh, another Forester. Seems that we had a thing against the Foresters, and this guy is also a lunatic, so let's behead him. Why not? Let's have some fun. Beheaded. Let's make the people fear us. Who else do we have? We have Walter of Marlet Bay. He's one of our vassals, so we'll ransom him, get a bit of cash. We have Wallace, who is a Valeman, probably a member. He was probably a member of a sellsword company or something like that. What should we do with him? Yeah, let's just execute him, get rid of him. He can be hanged. He's not of importance. Marwyn, another old sellsword. We'll go down the same route with you. We'll execute you. You can be hanged as well. We're ransoming you, and then we have... Oh, Sir Lister 7-star, the loyal, age 70. Oh, we can't kill Lister. Should we call him for trial? Oh my god, what do we do with Lister? This is a tough one. I'm letting my personal feelings for Lister get in the way. I absolutely love Lister. Oh. Let's call him for trial, and then you guys can help me decide what we do with him while we wait for his trial. We'll set Crown Focus in Sevensport. Yes, we do need to move our capital to Sevensport as well, of course. There we go, our new capital, which means we can now give away Erenthard. I don't really know. We haven't really got anybody to reward with that. Where's Pyrrha? Is Pyrrha the master? Ah, yes, she's in the Giant's Lance, of course, isn't she? Yes, yes, yes. Harbert's got... Most of our siblings have their own land. We could keep hold of it for ourselves for now and then grant it to our son later on. We could give away the High Lordship to one of the other houses, but I'm not sure. Oh, wow, nice. Gamer J Stewart has become a member of the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Welcome, Migs. Welcome to the stream. Are you trying to make the Foresters all die? No, but they were prisoners of Tytos, so they were probably there for a reason. Kill Lister, free. Leave Lister in jail, let him live. Night's Watch, the Wall. He will rally the loyalists. Yes, you can't get any more loyal than the loyal. He dared to stand against the one true king. Send him to the wall. Send Lister to the Night's Watch. I think the Night's Watch may be a good call. I don't... How are people of Andalia going to feel if we send one of the main heroes? The people hate us enough as it is. All those Faith of the Seven people and 7-star loyalists hate us. If we kill one of the most famous and respected men in Andalia, it's probably not going to do too well. Sir Lister 7-star has demanded a trial before the court, which Lord Corman Giotto shall oversee to ensure justice is served. At the start of the trial, he is formally accused of sedition and conspiracy against the realm, a charge brought by High King Tytos 7-star. Sir Lister begins to present his defence, but the court did not seem impressed. He cut a very unconvincing and nervous figure. Lord Corman shall interrogate him now. Lord Corman stuttered, stammered, and incoherently rambled in front of the accused, who rebunked his questions and accusations with ease. Unfortunately, his argument was so boring that many of the court appeared to almost fall asleep. He made a poor case. But he has still been found guilty. Lord Corman proclaims for the crime of sedition and conspiracy. Sir Lister 7-star is guilty. I will be the better person and release him. He will walk through the streets naked and back to his cell. I will send him to the wall. I will have his head on a spike. We will send him to the wall. Lister the Lord will become a brother of the Night's Watch at the ripe old age of 60. To the strong Blade Master Tytos, blessing on you and your house. I've decided to accept your suggestion of a betrothal between Princess Joyce, oh my god, whatever her name is, and Prince Willard. Perfect. So we should now be able to get an alliance with the Lannisters. Form alliance? No, he's not willing, but if we send him a gift, wow, that's a lot of gold. But we will. Oh, nice. My king, I've collected an ample tax revenue and 7 support. The money should be reached you with this letter. 26 gold. See, this is the good thing about Danish corporate. He constantly gets you gold, no matter what. Harbert 7-star is no longer known as Snow. Hi, King Tytos. I've decided to accept a request from your half-brother Lord Harbert asking for legitimization. Okay, so he is now a 7-star. Well, I wasn't consulted, which is annoying, but it's going to upset him. We're still the true king. Don't bother me with such news again. He does have a claim, doesn't he? Why is he not? Oh, it's because he's at war. I'm going to say, why is he not under our control? You should be under our control. Offer a non-aggression pact. Not sure why you're not under. Oh, we've still got this army here that needs disbanding. There we go. Ah, the Iron are still at war with the North as well. Oh, yeah. As Rex says, don't forget, guys, join the Discord if you haven't already. Tando Rosby, it's called in a favour on Robert. Okay, so things are being pretty peaceful so far. We need a new High Admiral. High Admiral, who have we got? Who have we not rewarded yet? We've got some 7-stars. The people who hate us. Have we got anyone here who likes us? Lord Belmore. Belmore doesn't really seem like a house I'd want in charge of the Navy, to be honest, though. None of these are. The Royces, maybe? Maybe the Royces? Yeah, no. Garibaldi Rook. Yes, let's get him on the council. He is a loyalist, after all. Princess Joy. Good idea, Chichester. Good idea. Princess Joy from now on. High King Tytos 7-star, I hereby invite you to participate in the Tourney of White Star, where the best knights and lords of the North shall be invited to compete. Stefan Rosehart, Lord of White Star. Now, would this be foolish? Could there be a ploy here to see us dead? We are a cavalry leader. We're probably pretty good on a horse. We have entered tourneys before. He's got a grand tourney win, so he is into tourneys. We'll risk it. Let's have a look at these factions. We've got Lady Eleanor for Andalia, led by Lord John the Unready. Dispose High King Tytos, Lord Enger the Evil. Lower Crown Authority, Lord Danes are up to his old games already. Sir Bellis of Sevensguard wants independence, and Princess Liana for Andalia, Lady Aline of Whitford. I don't think we'd be able to imprison. Oh, can we? Yeah, we actually... Using this option will increase your tyranny. Your fear will increase by 5. So we could probably try and imprison some of these people who are planning to plot against us. The day Hilario... Oh, God, I forgot about Hilario. Thing is, if he starts having hissy fits if Tytos don't land him, Tytos ain't going to put up with his shit. He don't care if he's his brother. He'll kill him. We could host our own tourney, which would be interesting. Well, we have melees, don't we? Because we're actually old gods. We could choose a plot to try and get rid of some of these dangerous people. Let's plot to kill. Enger the Evil's probably going to have too much intrigue. Colmore's got 9 intrigue. Lord Stefan has 0 intrigue. Let's plot to kill him then. Let's try and take care of some of these loyalists and get rid of them. We'll auto-invite people to our plot, of course, and see if we can improve stuff. We'll hold a melee as well. You've decided to hold a melee in the northern tradition, with warriors from all over Andalia assembling to take part. No doubt, and many among their number will be sorely maimed before the day is done. It will be quite the battle. So, what is this little war that we seem to have on down here? Is this the Red Wolves and the Muds fighting as usual? Defending against Prince Jamie of the Rivers and Hills in Oldstones war for Jonathan's claim on Seaguard. We'll leave them to it. It's not really going to bother us either way. The Red Wolves fought against us, the Muds fought against us. Whoever wins out of those wins. We'll leave them to it. What have we got here? Special holding actions. We can upgrade several holdings. We have got a lot of money, so we could do that. I love how we can now subdue the Andals. That's pretty funny. We can convert, but obviously we're not going to convert to the Favour the 7. That goes against everything. And my God, just with 2 backers, Lord Belvazar the Brilliant and Lady Milera, we have 127 plot power. That's insane. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh. We can commission a statue. Let's do it. You've decided to commission and raise a grand sculpture for future generations to gaze upon. What should it be carved into? Let it speak of me. It shall stand in memory of High King Enger II. my departed father. It shall stand in memory of my mother. Let it speak of me. The artisans who will carve and paint the sculpture are asking for the instructions. Must say that I had the strength of 10 men. My strong bond to that. No, I had the strength of 10 men. Let's go for it. Benfrey is back in the area, and he actually likes us, so that's good. The 7th port melee of 67-11. The warriors of Andalia who have put their name forward for the melee have arrived in the 7th port. A great feast shall be held, and then all shall enter the fighting fields upon the morrows to bring the battle. Let the fight begin. Yeah, you gotta love a bit of murder. I can't believe Benfrey actually, he did love his brother though. Yeah, even back when it was fighting, he almost stayed out of the war. It was brother or sister or crown, and he went with his sister in the end, of course. But he didn't want to actually fight against Tytos. The early stages of the melee were chaotic and frenzied, and has left fields trampled and villages half torn down. Many have been forced to leave the battle either by injury or defeat, and the final warriors are left to fight to be champion. This is too exciting. Are we not fighting in it? That's a shame if we're not. Lord Owen of the Great Cliffs used a favour on Lord Benfrey Snow to force him to join all their factions. Okay, what faction have you got going, Owen? Lady Jonquil for Andalia, our half-sister. I need to improve relations with you. Let's send you a small gift. You are a rival. I don't think you're a rival, are you? No, you literally just despise us. Lord Kendrick of Chiltern has inherited the Lordship of Seaguard. Lord Jorin Brune and Lord Stefan Mallister sighted each other and engaged in combat. The duel was fierce, perhaps too fierce, as Lord Stefan accidentally died at Lord Jorin's hand. His lifeless body is removed from the field while Lord Jorin seeks a new opponent. Well fought. Yeah, I don't think Tytos would care. I saw my mortal enemy as soon as I stepped into High King Tytos' castle. Presence was almost more than I could bear. I longed to pick up my sword and impale with it. I challenge you to a duel. Lord Stefan is challenged to a duel by High King Tytos. I wouldn't want to spoil the feast. That would be risky. He's got 170 personal combat. We've got 155. Have we actually not got our Valyrian... we've actually not got our Valyrian steel sword equipped. So we will equip that. Does that give us a better... It still only gives us 155. See, now this is... Oh, this is where I worry, because my streams always go horrifically wrong, guys, as we know. But I feel like Tytos would duel Stefan. But would you really want to duel Stefan Roseheart? The guy is an absolute beast. But we are plotting to kill him. So no, I wouldn't want it to spoil the feast. Where is Benfrey Lancer? I believe he's in our... No, he won't be in our court. He'll be back home now. Here he is. Let's see if we can get him as Ina Guardian. I bet I can't see them allowing us to take him on. But we'll try. We can't actually ask ourselves. So what about if we get Donald Crown? No, they're not going to let us. Tourney of White Star. After arriving in White Star, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. You tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days, the final round of the list begin. I shall ready my horse. I don't care about dragons. Not interested in dragons at all. Yes, I believe Owen is a green seer. He's a bit battered and bruised. I'm guessing from the melee. But, oh no, he isn't a green seer. No, he's not. Apparently he's not. He's a formidable fighter. His grandson, Maynard, is a warg. And a mystic at that. The Tourney Herald announces the competitor of the next joust. You have been drawn against Sir Adron Bloom. You mount your... Oh, Adron Bloom. Forgot about you. You mount your charge and take a lance from your squire and ride to the end of the list, as Sir Adron does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. We should win this. Your opponent got the better of you. Oh, okay. When you met in the centre of the list, your lance merely makes a glancing blow on their armour, while their lance hits true. So it looks like we're not going to do very well in this tourney, which sucks. Lord Enger the Evil used a favour on Lord Benfrey Snow to force him to join all of their factions. Dispose High King Tytos. Yeah, he wants to dispose of us. And he's got backing in it now, which is not good. There's several factions all against us. We need to start removing some of these threats. Yeah, my luck is terrible in streams. The blow from Sir Adron Bloom's lance sends you reeling and you struggle to stay on your horse. The crowd gasps, expecting you to fall. However, you maintain the grip, bringing your mount around on the other side for another strike. Whilst at the Tourney in White Star, you have been spending much time in your pavilion with a beautiful local girl of common birth. She is asking you to come back home. She is asking to come back home with you to Seventh Port. Let's have a look at you then. Miguel, she's an Andal Northman. Attractive, wrath, selfish, brave. Of course, my love. Why not? Come along. Come along. We are Anger II's son, after all. Lord Benfrey Snow and Lord Darnold sighted each other and engaged in combat. After a fierce duel, Lord Benfrey prevailed, forcing Lord Darnold to yield. Interesting. That would have been a decent duel to see. One for the ages. There's a particular joust that I remember from the olden days of House 7-Star. Lucian and Matt know what I'm talking about. You definitely guide your lance in and strike while evading their charge. Perfect. Hopefully we've got through this time then. Mordain Lancer has used her attendance of the feast in Sevensport to present a petition for justice before the court. She claims that Ursula of Manvers made an attempt on her life and one of her kingsmen, and demands that she is brought to justice for the attempted murder. Let's have a look. Who even is she? I don't even know who she is. Very low under the racks, and the lancers are pretty high up. We could do with getting you on side. She will be arrested and made to answer for her crimes. Let's just execute her. Why not? She'll be hanged like a commoner. Perfect. Let's see how many kills we can get as Tytos. Let's get that kill count up. After many hours of intense battle, only Lord Benfrey the Snow and Lord Daney's Court, interesting, remain in the field. They engaged in the final duel with Lord Benfrey, who won after forcing Lord Daney's to yield. This leaves Lord Benfrey to be proclaimed the winner of the melee. Well played, Benfrey. Well played. That's an interesting final, that is. After having been insulted and being the butt of jokes for far too long, my patience with my court jester was beginning to run out. One last joke and I don't know what I will do. That's it, off to prison with you, which is going to upset a lot of people. I really shouldn't let it get on my nerves. No, I think that would get on Titus's nerves. You expertly struck Sir Adron with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance to shatter into 1,000 pieces. He is sent flying from the saddle. The crowd gives a great cheer at your victory and is relieved to see Sir Adron is unharmed. A fine hit, I must say. Awesome, at least we're through. You have been declared the winner after defeating Sir Adron Bloom. Do we get that guy in our prison then now? And why is this guy not accepted? Oh, he must have run out of money. Do you know what then? Let's just execute. Should we just execute him? No, we'll leave him for now. Next, we have been drawn against Sir Josu of Deepcroft, who is a skilled fighter and a duelist, so he might be pretty decent to fight against. Yes, the legendary Firehand joust. What a joust that was. Poor. I can't remember the other guy's name now. Lucian. Remind me. I can't remember his name. Lord Mendleton. As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening and definitely guide your lance into strike. Perfect. The Tourney of High Point. It was Sir Heward and Sir Elwood's turn to joust in the list, and Sir Elwood won soundly in the final joust. In the final tilt, Sir Heward was sent flying from his saddle in a hail of shattered lance pieces. He landed with a sickening crunch, grievously injured. Sir Elwood and Sir Heward. I don't even know who he is. Sir Heward, he's just a knight in the Josso service. I don't really care then, to be honest. It's nothing really of importance to us, is it? You expertly struck Sir Josu with your lance in the middle of the breastplate. Perfect, so we're through. Who are our wards? We've got Carl Crownless, interesting, and Danella Giosso. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so we do have 2 wards, 2 of our bannermen. You've been declared the winner, defeating Sir Josu Pertridge in a fine joust. Perfect. Let's see if we can win this joust. Lord Enger Firehand and Sir Elwood were the next joust in the list. After many tilts and breaking lances, Sir Elwood would venture on horse, leaving Sir Enger to be declared the winner. Well played, Enger the Evil. The Tourney Herald announces the competitors of the next joust. You have been drawn against Lord Enger Firehand. Okay, this could get dark. This could get bloody. On cue, the horses break into a gallop. During the last few days, my half-sister, Princess Liana, has not been able to keep any drink or food down. It seems as if she is suffering from food poisoning. Call for a physician. Sickness and death awaits us all. It would be a shame if she were to die, but she has a better claim than us. As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You definitely guide your lance into strike. Under my guidance, my young ward, Carl Crownless, is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. See you later, Flowers. Thanks for coming along. You expertly struck Lord Engar with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance to shatter into 1,000 pieces. The crowd gives a great cheer at your victory and is relieved to see Lord Engar is unharmed. He's a big bloke as well. I bet that made a bit of a thump when he hit the ground. Lord Adron of Oldcastle has inherited the lordship of Oldcastle from Lord Colmar. Is Colmar dead? Died a natural death. Perfect. Even though I love Colmar Bloom, I'm pretty glad that he's dead. And we can offer a non-aggression pact with Adron Bloom, and he's willing to accept. Perfect. So that takes care of one of the loyalist houses. And I know this guy isn't exactly a straight shooter. You've been declared the winner, defeating Lord Engar Firehand. Perfect. Died a natural death at the age of 59. The Tourney Howard announces the competitors of the next joust. We've been drawn against Sir Henry. Wow, he's impressive. A torturer, a formidable fighter, heavy infantry leader, siege leader, defender, a brilliant commander. This guy's decent. We should be able to get the better of him, though. At the age of 8, your subject, Alec Rack, died of pneumonia. He's quite a low-down rack, so it doesn't matter too much. As you clone in on your opponent, you deftly guide your lance in and strike while evading their charge. Perfect. Yes, what a shame. Evil laugh. Yes, Gerald Mendleton, that was the one. May you live in harmony and contentment. I, Lord Adron of Oldcastle, accept your proposal for a non-aggression pact. Perfect. Sir Henry took the full force of your lance and was sent reeling and only managed a glancing blow upon your own armour. He almost fell off, but managed to regain his balance and round the other end of the list, ready for another tilt. The 7th Port melee, after many hours of intense... Wow, why is this only just coming up? We already know that Benfrey won that, but yeah, well played, Benfrey. We're going to need to look for some... I'll look after the tourneys, but I'm going to look for some first men impressive fighters in Andalia in the north and see if we can invite them to court just to get some more trustworthy bodyguards. I feel like we're going to need a lot of bodyguards in King's Guard because I think there's going to be a lot of people who want to kill us. You expertly struck Sir Henry with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate. Perfect. So we've knocked him out. New Lord Commander on the Night's Watch. Lord Commander Norbert. Just a random house. Fair enough. Okay. Nothing too interesting. You have been declared the winner, defeating Sir Henry in a fine joust. Victory is mine. I've defeated all who have stood before me. No one capable of unhorsing me from my fine mount. I have claimed the winner's purse and the adulation of the gallery. Victorious. 50 gold, 100 prestige. Perfect. And that wasn't a grand tourney, unfortunately, but it's a regional tourney win. Very good, Tytos. Right, let's have a look then. Let's try and find ourselves some new impressive bodyguards. We really do need some rest. We want men. We want them of our religion. I won't bother with the culture. Let's have a look at some impressive martial people. We've got a priest here. Wow, there's actually like... mainly because we've got the marriage on as well. Enna, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they're married. So we've got ourselves. We've got Harmond Umber, who isn't going to join us because he doesn't like. Maybe if we send him a gift. Can we invite him to court? No, that's a shame. Owen Greystark, there was our Bolton, Cregan, Stark. We really need some... Okay, we've got Roland, who is a giant. He's only a trained fighter, but he's pretty decent. Let's send him a small gift. Invite him to court. We've got a Theon, commander of Sunrise Keep, Forester, a skilled fighter, and he's willing to come to court. So there we go. That's 2. We desperately need some bodyguards who we can trust. I don't want to end up getting blown up or killed in a tourney accident like our father. Got an old guy. This guy's pretty... Okay, we've got... there's not a lot. We may have to look beyond our realm. Have a look for some in the north. Maybe some northern men who are willing. We've got a fisher here. Horfrost. Awesome name. Skilled fighter. Yep. A fisher. He's pretty good. We'll send him a gift. Invite to court. Get ourselves some decent bodyguards. Tallheart. Not many others really of much use down here by the looks of it. So that will do for now. Let's have a look in searching all and look at some of these impressive first men in the north that we can maybe get to come and guard us. We've got a Kenning, who's a first man. He's only a trained fighter though. Is there anyone else decent? Jory, command. No, he's not got any fighting ability. Master at Arms. This guy's pretty good, actually. He's not bad. Send a gift. Invite to court. Trained fighter, skilled fighter here, but he's pretty old. Go for some younger ones if possible. He's very old. Hobbit. Trained fighter. I've got a Glover here. Yes, let's go with the Glover. Let's invite to court. Be interesting to get some people from impressive houses. Not really any. Oh, a green skin. Be interesting. A Fossilway, who's a genius. There's not really any others. That'll do. I think we've invited a fair amount there. Hopefully some of those will make for some decent bodyguards. My king, Andals are sailing in great numbers across the narrow sea to Westeros. Made zealous by conflict and flight, these savage warriors of the Andals carved the seven-pointed star upon their bodies, and swear by their blood and the seven not to rest until they had hewn their kingdoms from our lands. An Andal band led by Colmar has been spotted approaching the Dreadfort, no doubt seeking conquest in our lands. Okay, now this could be interesting. We shall throw these invaders back into the narrow sea. We can peacefully settle the Andals by marriage. I will grant them land to settle. No, we will throw these invaders back into the narrow sea. Colmar of Colmar's host, 20,000 men. Ouch. Now, this is worrying. How many people are actually going to come to our aid? Did we manage to get an alliance with the Lannisters in the end? Yeah, he's really not interested in that, unfortunately. We should have enough manpower to take this down, but this is quite annoying. Andalia, well, Matt, you jinxed it there, pal. That's your fault. I'm blaming you now for this random invasion. We need to wait for those new courtiers to arrive. I need some bodyguards. We have got a lot of cash. We could improve relations with people with our cash. Whether it's going to be able to do it much, probably not. We're not going to get many men from the likes of Anger the Evil. We can actually offer him a non-aggression pact, which he, of course, is not willing to accept. Lady Reed should... Yeah, she has a good opinion of us anyway, so she should give us enough troops. Benfrey has a good opinion. He should give us troops. Did we send you a gift? Let's send some gift. We need more. Yeah, we'd already done that. We need to make sure that we get a decent amount of troops from our bannermen. We've got a young lad here. We can keep him on side. The Royces. Ghoultown's being invaded by the Ironborn. Wow, a lot of Ironborn as well. Why the hell they've sailed all the way round, I don't know, but fair play. Get the Red Forts on side. I'm still annoyed that we haven't got Wickeden back under our control yet, or the Mother's Embrace. Can we... We can actually declare war on you to force vassalization. So I don't know why you're not our vassal anymore. That's pretty annoying. I don't think she is past her childbearing years. She's around our age, 25. So she's pretty young. She does not like us. We'll send her a gift. We do have our lover as well. Let's send our lover a gift. Wow, we've got a lot of friends. Interesting. Lady Sybil, Lord Cormond, Lord Belvazar, Mathis Crescent, Prince Harbert, Lord Benfrey, Sir Belgrave Rook, Lady Malera, and High Chief Ragnar. Rivals, Stefan, Enger, Malera Snow, and Donico Shycross. Right, let's... So how much manpower do we have now? 35,000. That should be enough to repel this invasion. Wow, 7,000 men from the Dreadfort. That's impressive. Let's march south. We need to get you away from that army. 102 men from the Racks. 172 from the Greystark. Something tells me they may be holding men back. I've got a slight feeling they may be holding men back. We'll disband that. Same with the Blooms. The Blooms, 164. 81 from the Red Guard. Yeah, 59 from the Fire Hands. My God, there's sending less men because you can get away with it, like Barbary Dustin does with Robb Stark, and then there's doing what Anger the Evil does and sends 59 men, literally saying, yeah, I hate you, I'm giving you no men, and you're gonna like it. Like it or lump it, it's tough. We do get a lot of men from down here though, which is good. Let's get them all to meet up at the Crossfort for now. And we've got 3,000 men from the Sisters, which is probably the most amount of men we've ever had from the Sisters, which is decent. Let's embark that army and sail up into Sevensport. Yes, I think that is the Ironborn person who is currently in charge. Oh, what's happened here? Okay, interesting. We're going to look into this in a moment. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that his King AGOT, yeah, who's still in charge with his famous ship, who actually was pretty decent. He actually took a hell of a lot of land before he was brought down. Right, so let's have a look. We've got our new courtiers now. So let's sort out... Oh, we've not got a chief general. Okay, Donald Crowners has decided to step out of the war. He's not getting involved. That's interesting. Maybe he's probably upset that he hasn't really been rewarded for after the war. I was planning on giving him this high lordship, but I wanted to land our son first. We'll do something about that soon when this war is out of the way. But the Firehands and the Racks have decided to stay independent, along with the Iron Oaks. So that is interesting. A lot of people are not getting involved. Right, let's sort those bodyguards out. This could be interesting in the future. We need a new Master at Arms at the moment. We've not really got anyone. Let's go for these minor titles. Right, bodyguard. We will remove Sir Will the Brave, considering he served our previous monarch. We'll go with Theon Forrester. Perfect. And we'll get the other guys in here when we can. Who are our allies? We have Prince Harbert. We'll call in here. All of our allies. We've actually got quite a few allies. The Rizwa. Ah, of course, yes. We've still got alliances with pretty much all of the north. The Glovers, the Umbers, and the Rizwells. They can all come down and help us push back this Andal invasion. And it is in their favour. They're going to want the old god to rule supreme once again. To the magnificent High King Tytos, blessed on you and your house, I accept your gracious invitation. That is the Glover Lord, and his wife has come with him. Appoint Councillor. No, not Councillor, sorry. Appoint Honorary Title. Oh, we've got to go on the actual list today, because I think I did actually employ. We'll get rid of Sir Warren, and we'll replace him with Jorin Glover. There we go. So I feel a little bit more safer knowing that we've actually got some first men around us, and Hoarfrost Snow has also arrived at our court, so we'll do the same with him, and we'll keep the Red Guard, we'll keep the Cold Water for now, and we'll remove the Lyseni guy for now, and we'll go with Hoarfrost Snow. Perfect. I feel a little bit safer now knowing that we've got first men looking after us. The stone is raised. Awesome. Perfect. High King Tytos of House Erenstar, son of Engar and Sarah, commanded that this tomb be erected in his lifetime. It was said that he had the strength of 10 men and no one dared oppose his claim. The stone was carved in sight of the gods. You leave the tomb content in the knowledge that many centuries from now, when its paint has long since faded, scholars will be studying these inscriptions in an effort to glean the wisdom of their words. It's perfect. Gain 300 prestige. We gain 1 diplomacy. General opinion of us improves as well, which is nice. Can we actually build another? Because I would have liked to have built one for our father as well. But it doesn't look like we can. Of course, I will honour my obligation. Perfect. Perfect. And the joust is finally finished. And our other strong bodyguard has arrived. So we'll get him into our bodyguards. Alice Coldwater is a poor fighter. Who was our other bodyguard? It was Lefine Redguard, who's a trained fighter. She's better. She's quite pretty. Not bad. She's not married either. You should be married. Keep your name as well. Let's keep those red guards around. Alphone Woods hasn't got a marriage. Craig and Stark. Theon, our sworn shield. We'll just marry to this Roland guy. He's pretty cool. Make sure that you keep the red guard name hanging around. But yeah, we're going to remove Alice Coldwater in favour of our new first man. Which one was it? We've got the Giant, Roland, and then we've got Clement. He's strong and a trained fighter. He's a trained fighter and a giant. We'll go with Clement. Do you know what? We will remove Lifey and Redguard as well for Roland, her new husband. I think Tytos would probably have all men around him instead. I don't think he would be as forward-thinking as the likes of Kyra and Lister, where they had a Kingsguard full of women. Yes, we are at war, Albert. Andalia never stays at peace for long. I don't care about dragons, as long as they're not invading me anyway. Hopefully we won't get too many dragons. They do tend to appear every now and again in Andalia, unfortunately. And wow, that's a huge Greyjoy army there. We're fighting against the North, I think. How is the North doing in their war? And the North hates us as well. Demands vengeance. Executed. Ah, yes, of course. We would have killed her aunt or her grandma, whoever it would have been. Sybil Stark. As well as her cousins. Will and Grafton brought a favour from Byron. Okay. And our Bolton army has just been smashed by this invading army, which is not good. We are going to have enough manpower, but it's still not good that they've... I thought they would have let them pass, but they are going to retreat. They didn't lose too many numbers, so that's fine. We need a new commander of Andalia. That's because we've lost our main commander, Darnold Crownless, which is such a shame. Don't really have... Awesome, our son's doing well under Daemon. Of course he is. Daemon's massively impressive. Don't really have him. Okay, Clement, you're a decent commander. We'll go with you. Yeah, we can marry Theon. Why not? Let me look for him again quickly. Lord Theon Forrester, where is he? Here he is. Let's arrange him a marriage. Yeah, we don't want any Yeeties or out like that. Thank you very much. Let's go for... How old is he? 18. Let's find him a match around his age then. Someone who's going to be able to give him children. We've got a Josso. We've got some Crannog men. Yeah, let's go for this Crannog woman here. Liara Snow. Perfect. Send. Peace with you, I accept your suggestion of a marriage. Perfect. Beautiful. So we have got our men rallying here. We'll probably have Tytos in command, considering that we haven't got Darnold now in charge. It'll let us select the army. Let's combine these together. And damn, they are actually starting to siege our lands, but they have split their army. That's a foolish move. That's good. We have obviously still got very superior men. Lord Gunther, the victorious, accepting Storm King Boris of the Stormlands peace offer. Okay, so the Stormlands have expanded their lands into the Bay of Crabs, which is interesting. Let's have a look how that's looking. Wow, yeah, the Stormlands are looking pretty thick. They are going to be split in half, of course, by the Grandlands once that falls to the Westerlands, which is taking a long time, that war. Taking a hell of a long time. I wonder if part of the deal that was struck when Tytos went for the crown and his brother supported him was if that he could be his own independent lord or high lord. And fate smiles upon me and my wife is pregnant. Perfect. Perfect. So we can get that 5th child and complete that ambition, which is awesome news. Right, let's merge these 11,000 men here. We've got Benfrey. Let's go for Tytos in the centre. Actually, which one has got the most cavalry? The left has the most cavalry, so we'll go with Tytos on the left flank. No, Tytos, sorry. We'll have Benfrey in the centre. Wow, some amazing commanders. Such a shame that we don't have... You know what, we'll put Stefan Rothart on the right. Maybe we can get him killed. They are going to attack us. They do have the river crossing, which is good. It's going to work in our advantage. We've got 8,000 men here. Let's rush these up to Sevastopol. Probably going to need them. But I think we should be able to repel that army of 11,000. We're matched in numbers. We should be able to repel it. My co-conspirator, Lady Milera of the Sisters, has let me know that Lord Stefan of the White Star will die by poison wine at an upcoming banquet. Perfect. That gets rid of another loyalist in our favour. Of course I can, Albert. Let's have a look. We have... Ah, yes, Lord Ellery, of course. He's only 8 years old. Okay, Marshal, not too bad. Who's his guardian? A spy master. Let's get him a better guardian for you, Albert. Let's have a look. Danish Corbury. He will not accept. Someone with decent Marshal. Stefan Rothart? No, he hates us, so he won't. Maybe we're not going to be able to actually get him one, which is... That sucks. And High Chief Ragnar of the Mother's Embraces declared High Chief Ragnar's invasion of Northlands on Lord Darnold Crownless. Well, that was silly, Darnold, because now we can't help you, and he's got a much bigger army than you. I would like to help you. Do you know what? I can help you, actually, because... No, we can't, because we've got men raised. So I can't actually help you. Well, we'll sort that out. We'll sort that out eventually. That's quite annoying. Yeah, guys, start thinking of names for our next child. We don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. We've already got 3 sons. We want plenty of sons. Tytos wants to make the Erenstar line, obviously, very secure. We need to do something about the farthest fields and the racks once this war is over. And we absolutely slaughtered that invasion host. The only thing is we're going to have to put up these invasion hosts because we're of the old gods, which is very annoying. We're going to have to keep repelling them, even though it makes no sense for them to invade an Andal kingdom. A raven has arrived from the Citadel. We should rejoice as winter is coming to an end. So that's going to work in our advantage as well, that we're fighting in winter as first men. Stephen Roseheart has had Wolfsbane removed from their treasury. Oh, what a shame. Battle of the Green Star, we lost 333 men to their 5,000. Success, it seems that the wine did not agree with Lord Stephen of White Star. He died not knowing the name of his killer. I think I will celebrate with beer. Yes, I think we'll avoid the wine. Lord Ambrose of the White Star is inherited, and he is nowhere near as impressive as his father, which is perfect. And he just hates us. He might be a little bit easier to win around. Let's send him a little gift. And there we go. Lord Ambrose of the White Star. Perfect. Died under suspicious circumstances. Well, we've got Engar, who hates us, but that intrigue may make it hard to kill him. We do have Moribald Rack, who has 6 intrigue, who probably would be good, but we can legally imprison him now, really. He has defied us, so I think Owen should be the next one. Let's plot to kill Owen Greystark. We will auto-invite people. We need to take care of these loyalists desperately and get our own men in power. If it's a girl, Kyra. If it's a boy, Engar. Now, there would be something very, very, very sick in calling it Kyra. And Bengrand has died and had Peacekeeper removed from his treasury. Yeah, there would be something very sick and twisted about if it was called, if he named his daughter after his sister he slayed in cold blood. But I could see it. I could see it. I really could. Right, so where's that host? That host is marching south. We've got our other host here, which is marching north. You know what? We'll march them to Sevensguard. Wow, 12,000 men here as well. Let's march those up to Sevensguard as well. And then we've got 1,500 stragglers just coming up the rear. We'll get them up to Sevensguard as well. These 11,000, let's march into the Warriors' Way, into the Black Sheep Hills, and destroy the main part of the host, which is actually being led by their man as well. And my courtier, Alex Orendian. Who the hell are you? Yeah, marry as you please. He's got cancer. You're going to be dead soon. I don't even know who the hell you are. Butters for Eva. Butters Erenstar. How long is it going to be? Our wife. Surely it won't be too long before our wife pops out a child. Still only pregnant. What about our lover? When's our lover going to pop out our first bastard? Oh, she's actually married. She's married to that. Oh, so that guy that we was just talking about has now just married our lover. We can't have that, can we? Can we imprison him for such things? I'm going to do it. I've imprisoned him. You can't marry our lover. How dare you? Your bannerman, Lord Darnold, is currently under threat from an external enemy. Should we fulfill our high kingly duty and aid them? Yes, we will. We'll aid you. Suppose we'll get you out of trouble, Darnold. Why not? There we go. You've got enough men power there now. You've got the reinforcements coming. That should end that invasion. We need to get the Mother's Embrace back under our command then. I've got no idea why it's not part of our realm. It really should be. Name the son Lucian. After the great John the Unready. Colmore of Colmore's host was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. Perfect. During the Battle of Black Sheep Hills, you fearlessly charged ahead on horseback, directly into the enemy ranks. Members of your personal guard riding beside you tumbled off their horses as enemy arrows found their marks, but your charge ploughed straight into the enemy skirmishers and your sword ran red with their blood. Songs will be sung of this day. My God, I don't care what you say. Tytos is a freaking badass. What a beast of a man. Right. Hello, Colmore. What shall we do with you? We could mutilate you. Yeah, let's mutilate you. You order the jailer to drag Colmore from his cell while you methodically prepare your tools. No one crosses you unscathed, And Colmar will become a living example of this. At least that's the plan, but who knows, you could slip. I have not come for your head, your leg will do just fine. There we go, so we've removed his leg. Is he still our prisoner as well? We can offer peace and enforce demands. No, we can't actually enforce demands. Ah, because we've actually released you because of that. That's fine. That means we get to imprison you again and hurt you even more. That's perfectly fine to me. Mikhail of the Valeman Liberation Revolt has declared liberation of the Mother's Embrace on High Chief Aragnar of the Mother's Embrace. We could always get rid of the Maidens then for not keeping the peace. I've got no idea why they're not. Wow, that's a huge revolt army. It's actually bigger than their own army. A jealous lover is time. Oh, yes. Thank you. You've just reminded me. I forgot that we had this guy in our custody. He's from across the Narrow Sea. Which means he probably practices slavery. So let's sell him into slavery. The selling of slaves is not legal in Andalia, and so if caught, this action may have consequence. That's true. Do we really want to risk it? No, we'll just execute him instead. He'll be hung, drawn, and quartered. Perfect. Another kill for the list of Tytos kills. Right, let's send these 10,000 men to relieve the siege of the Bullseye. And, oh no, actually no, we'll send them straight to attack that army, the remnants of the invasion host. Geld him. I wish we'd got the choice. That would have been good. We should have gelded him. That would be hilarious. He was going to die anyway. We don't have to feel too bad about it. How many kills has Tytos got now? 12. Well, 13, including the murder of Ambrose, which for some reason doesn't go down as his own. Master Warwick of Overton accepted Lord Jonas of the Bullseye peace offer. Okay, so they've took down the revolt in their lands. And we are going to have to make sure that the Racked and Firehands answer for not following the rules of the Liege. Okay, and the siege of Grafton. So Gultan has been sacked by the Ironborn, which is a shame. But it keeps one of our rich, powerful lords fairly vulnerable, I suppose. So that works in our favour. And how is this battle going to go? It should be a slaughter. That's a lot of Ironborn in Winterfell. Should be a complete slaughter. Hopefully we can capture some... Oh, yeah, we haven't actually got a commander on the right flank, have we? Because Stefan, of course, died. Let's merge this army together. Let's go and take care of the Mother's Embrace. Got these 8,000 here. Let's just march those over here to lift the siege. So we still command a pretty respectable army. Obviously, it's nowhere near the levels of past, but it's pretty decent. Exactly, Lucian. How dare they? Does Titans... No, Titus' mum's dark-haired. Right, does that end up... No, it's only still at 81%, so we are going to have to crush them once more. Maybe lifting the siege will achieve that. The Umbers look like they are lifting the siege. Let's march down into Maiden's Gate. Looks like they are going to retreat to Maiden's Gate or the Warrior's Watch, so that's fine. Kill Enger the Evil. We will, Matt. We will try. I'm leaving him till the last, as I think he's going to be the hardest one to plot to kill. We've got rid of Stefan. We've got rid of Colmar. There's not many loyalists left. We've got Murabold Rack, we've got Owen Greystock, and Enger the Evil. Oh, and Elaine Josso. How could I forget about the Lady of Whitford? Yes, we need to sort out you. And at the age of 46, your acquaintance, Lord Leopold of the Crabshaw, died of complications related to gout. Well, that is a shame. So, who is the new Lord of Crabshaw? It is Mathis Crescent. Awesome. He's our friend, so that's good news. That's perfect. We're actually very close to him, so that's good. Can't complain about that. Kill all the fire hands. Convert them to the old gods. I think you've got more chance of literally killing them all than converting them to the old gods. I can't ever see that working. Just can't see it. Right, so we've got the 2,000 men who have retreated here. Yeah, retreated to where we thought they would, so that's fine. So Michael Buntnig, whoever he is of the Belmore, has accepted the peace offer. That's fine, but we just need to get the siege there. Master Otho has sent his sycophants to torment me once more, spreading vile rumours about me. Everybody at court is whispering about how I am unable to ever see past my own selfish ambition, even when doing so causes harm to my friends and family. I will not tolerate this offence. Let's have a look at Master Otho. There's nothing special about him. How dare he? Or I will not tolerate this offence. I will challenge him to a duel. Of course we're going to challenge him to a duel. Tytos is going to rip the man to shreds. He's not going to take insults. Right, yeah, so let's end this here. Ah, there's the remnants of the army. So let's take care of that. We've absolutely slaughtered this entire host. Lord Cleus of Hayford used a favour on Lord Allender of Bramsford. That doesn't really concern us, though, does it, guys? Let's be honest. Just got to get the Mother's Embrace under siege. We could probably give that to someone new. And Darnell Crownless is working his magic once again, even though at a disadvantage, to beat an army much, much bigger than his own. The Battle of Maiden's Gate. This campaign has been easy picking. Swinging my sword over the plains is a pleasure. My fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Andal enemies and the cries of battle. Look, enemy commander Sir Osmond is hiding. Someone suddenly shouts, pointing off in the distance. Well, let's have a look at Sir Osmond. He is a timekeeper, interesting, but he's a trained fighter. I will let everyone know of his cowardice. Ah, lovely. I shall duel the commander myself. You turn to face Sir Osmond as he breaks his charge and flees. You pursue, but lose track of him in the chaos. That's right, coward. Run back to all realm provinces. I love how that comes up and pops up like that. I hope Donald does get a cool nickname. He really deserved one. It's so annoying that he never got one. The Battle of Ramsgate is won, and we just need to win the battle in the farthest fields now. We still need to lift this siege. What the hell is taking them so long? Can we just assault here at the Mother's Embrace? It's not very well defended. It's only a fort level 5. Got Roland the Gallant leading that, which is interesting. Dear High King Tytos, I'm a bit concerned about this war you are currently struggling with, and therefore I've decided I will send you a small gift. 16 gold. Oh, thank you very much. No, Lucian. Lucian, no. You're meant to be a Tytos, like, loyalist. You don't want to say such things and even tempt fate. I'm actually tempted to do some normal Crusader Kings 2 streams. Just some things that we've not done before. And it's her daughter. Let's call her Kyra, because I just found that was hilarious. I've seen that a few of you said it. I'm sorry, I didn't see who said it first. Let me know who said it first, but I just think that's so sick and twisted and hilarious. So we will name her Kyra, 7-star. And she's not got the strong trait. High King Tytos the Terrible fulfilled the ambition to have 5 children. Right, what new ambition can we go with? We can go with Win the War, because that's just an easy one that we can take straight away. So let's go with Win the War, as it is nearly won. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing some other streams just on CK2, some just casual ones that we've not really done before, like some Aegon's Conquest. I've never actually done Aegon's Conquest on the channel, I don't think, so that could be a nice little fun one to do. Just stuff like that, just to tide us over until CK3 Game of Thrones eventually comes out, whenever that will be. Right, let's offer peace and enforce demands. The Colmore's host invasion of the Stranger's Hills has ended. High King Tytos of Andalia has won. Whenever the Andals have come ashore, we Northmen fall upon them and drive them back into the sea. Does that just say we become a Northman? Yes, High King Tytos the Terrible fulfilled the ambition to win the war. So we can now pick a new ambition. We need our Master at Arms, but we can't use him at present. New ambition, we groom an heir, tame a dragon, expand a realm by conquest. The war between the great powers of Andalia has subsided for now until the next time. Perfect. We will leave these troops down here for now. Actually, the war has ended. Do you wish to reappoint the old council members? Yes. I will decide my new council. Donald the Chad. That's actually quite funny. Right, we need to get these who defied us now. Lord Moribald in prison. 43% chance. Yeah, he's probably going to raise... We actually got him. The men sent to Hornwood to arrest Lord Moribald were unable to get past his guard. Lord Moribald saw the futility in resisting, however, and has surrendered himself to your custody. Excellent. Andalia is at state war. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's the war that we're already at. So that was easy. We actually managed to take him pretty easily. Will Enger the Evil be so willing to come quietly? I can't see it. No, Lord Enger is now safely locked away in my dungeon, awaiting his fate. Perfect. So we could actually get rid of the last of the loyalists pretty much here. So let's go into our prison. We have Anger the Evil. We could ransom them for a lot of money, but it's better that they're dead. Oh, to the Watch. Let's send Moribald Rack to the Night's Watch. Do you know what? Oh, do we send Anger the Evil to the Watch? Just for the fun of it. Then again, I think he'd enjoy it at the Night's Watch, killing Firstmen wildlings all day, every day. He'd really enjoy that. I don't know what to do. Not a bad idea, Lucy, and I'm tempted, but I don't know if is it fulfilled out enough yet that we could make a series out of it, or is it still fairly shallow? Oh, I don't know. Do we kill Engar or send him to the Night's Watch? I'll let you guys decide. You are a little bit behind me, so I'm just going to wait a moment and see what you guys think we should do with Engar the Evil. Can we do this guy? Can we banish this guy? No, we actually can't. We can banish... Oh, we can call him for a trial. Oh, I don't think we can actually send him to the Night's Watch anyway. We can call him for trial, which would then give us the chance to send him to the Night's Watch. But with his intrigue, he could probably get about that. We could exile him. We're probably going to have to well, I'll see what you guys think we should do. To the wall, kill him. So we've got a vote for killing him and a vote for sending him to the wall. Let's see what the rest of you think. Matt really wants him dead, considering it's his character. Chris has changed his mind. Kill him. Good House Mandleton finally have its revenge on the Fire Hands. Kill him. We've got 3 votes, 4 votes. 4 votes for kill him, 1 for the wall. Take his head. 5, 6. 6 votes for kill him. Yeah, we're going to kill him then. It's looking... We've got 6 to 1 so far. Oh, 6 to 2. 6 to 3. 7 to 3. Okay. Death by fire. Oh my god, how fitting would that be? It looks like you guys want him dead, so let's execute the imprisoned. It's a shame that we can't do any more than beheaded, hanged, and hung, drawn. Let's hung, drawn, and quartered. Anger Firehand has had Dragon Scourge removed from their treasury. Perfect, so that gets rid of another loyalist. Who is the new lord? Lord Byam of the Father's Fields. Wow, Byam Firehand has actually managed to inherit in this timeland. Very interesting. So, if we go to Anger the Evil, Cass has not actually inherited our cousin. Byam Firehand has inherited. That's probably pretty good for us. Let's send him a gift. Point Councillor, yeah, he had very good Marshal. That's interesting that Byam has actually taken it in this timeline. I doubt she'll be pregnant yet. We'll check soon. We'll check after we've had our own child. Kill him and send his head to the wall. We've hung, drawn, and quartered him. I suppose we could send a little bit of him to the wall. Keep a bit in Sevensport. Send a bit to the era. Check it out the moon door. This campaign has been proof that Will Silvermoon is clearly not of proper blood. I wish I'd never have met him. He becomes our rival. We'll imprison him then if he's our rival. We killed him in the normal timeline. Let's kill him again. Let's execute. Let's hang him for the audacity of becoming our rival. How dare he speak out of line to the one true king? Is this war over in the mob embrace yet? Can we assault? We should have more than enough men to win that assault. Should be pretty easy. Yeah, perfect, 100%. We can't offer peace though. Darnold has got to do that himself. Seven's Guard has also stayed independent. That's the second time that Bellis the Late has done this. So can we... We can't actually imprison him. We can offer him a non-aggression badge and he's willing to accept that. Let's go for that instead then. At the age of 47, your kinswoman, Rosamund Sevenstar, died a natural death. Now, I'm sure she's the mother of some of the bastards. She is the mother of... Maester Damon, Rennie Snow, and Elena Snow. Yeah, I thought she was the mother of some of Engar's bastards. I was pretty sure that she was. We want Cass. So, Muribold Rack has gone to the wall rather than being boiled alive, I suppose. I suppose that's a slightly better fate. Lord Darnold of the Northlands accepted High Chief Ragnar of the Mother's Embrace's peace offer. Perfect. Right. We can now disband all our armies and expand our realm by conquest. We can get our Master at Arms back, Darnold Crownless. Let's get him to train children again. And let's... right, hang on 1 second. We've got our children. Prince Gilbert, our second child. Let's grant him the Castle of Erenford. And then we will make Lord Darnold the High Lord of the Crone's Crossing. Removing Lord Garibald Rook from the council is angered. Well, I've not actually removed him as it's because he's now no longer... Ah, we also need a new Hand of the King as well now. Where's Benfrey? Is Benfrey already on the... I think he's an advisor, isn't he? He'd probably be a good Hand of the King. He's actually a loyalist as well. It's annoying that we can remove him from an advisor because I want to make him Hand, and we'll make him our new Hand of the King. And then that means we're now going to need a new High Admiral. Let's go for Joe Rat, try and get him on side, and we need a new advisor. John Seymour, let's do it for you guys. Let's get Big Bad John Seymour on the council. Oh my, could you imagine that council meeting? How hilarious it would be. Everyone just sitting around the table. You've got John Seymour there. Some of your kin are unhappy that you granted the Castle of Erenford to Master Gilbert. Or let me guess, it's Hilario Snow. Yeah, it is. I do not care. I'm going to send you an insult. You have the letter for Hilario, compose and sign it. In short, I despise you. You're a deceitful coward and your craven heretic ways repulse me. Signed, High King Tytos of House 7-Star. That will teach that paranoid jester. I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, it was asked for, Chris. We had to do it for Will. You don't do anything that's going to upset Tytos Erenstar. He will not stand for it. Kill the maidens. Yes, we do actually need to get back control of the Mother's Embrace. It's quite annoying that they're not under our control. Do you know what? I'm going to actually create the Kingdom of the Vale. Because then I think that will actually give us... That might be why they didn't come with it. I wonder if it's because they would declare they was on the opposite side of the war. So with that not being created, they might not have come with that. So maybe now we can... actually offer them vassalization. No, will it not allow us to declare war on you to de jure claim? But I don't want to do that to our brother. But we will do it to you. Declare war, de jure claim on the Mother's Embrace. We'll surely honour their obligation. We're not going to need that many men. How many men can we get from the crossfort? 1,500. Is that it? How many men can we get from Benfrey? 200. Benfrey, you taking the piss, mate. You've got thousands of troops. That is embarrassing. How many can we get from the capital? 3,000. Not a lot. We need to get this under control. They've only got 300 men. Do you know what? Forget it then. Removing Lord Daney's Corbury from the council has angered those in your court. I didn't remove him. I didn't remove him. He should still be our Lord Treasurer. Okay, no idea why he's been removed. We'll go with Buy and Firehand for now. Okay, we've got some people not getting involved in wars again. You're our brother-in-law, so we can't really probably kill you. That might not go. And the Racks have rebelled once more. Well, we're going to have to do something about that then, I think, aren't we? Maybe a new overlord will keep them in line. Marshal Lord Darnold told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that this would improve the military. I trust Darnold Crownless when it comes to military advancement, so we'll trust him. Yeah, Hilario always bitches. People live and die by Tytos' mood, literally. Right, so what is this dangerous faction? It's actually... Oh no, it's not the one led by John. It's the one led by Lord Greystark, so we really do need to take care of him now. Can't imprison him because he's in hiding. We are plotting to kill him already, so we'll hopefully get somewhere with that soon. Let's send these 1,500 men there. We'll disband these 200. We shouldn't need the 3,000 from the capital anymore, so we'll disband that. Try and keep those at ease. We could always take the Reed armor. 3,000 men, yeah, there we go. That's more than enough manpower to take care of that. I am a little bit worried about that dangerous faction, though. Which wants to put Jonquil Snow upon the throne. Benfrey Snow, our half-brother, is actually joined in that. He hates us now because we had to remove him from the council to put him in. Oh, I love CK3 too. I can't wait for a Game of Thrones. It's going to be so fun. But this game is still so awesome to play. I've had a real urge to play it lately with the Game of Thrones. I really miss playing Crusader Kings of Game of Thrones so much. Right, so we're going to have to do something about... Okay, what happened to Joa? He... Master of Ships of Andalia. He's become a Septon. Interesting. So now Lord Vayan is the new Lord of the Racks. So at least it's a child. We should be able to get them in line. Because the Racks are misbehaving so much, maybe things should go in the opposite direction this time. If you remember, after the War of the Stars, the Warrior's Way was split in half. Sorry, the Stranger's Hills was split in half and split between the Grey Cliffs and the Warrior's Way. Maybe this time, because they've been so annoying, the Warrior's Way gets taken away from House Rat. They get to keep the Hornwood, but the High Lordship will go to the Boltons in charge of them. At the age of 22, your bastard sister, Felina Stark, was beheaded on the orders of High Chief Ragnar of the Mother's Embrace. High Chief Ragnar has had my bastard sister, Felina, executed for my opposition against him in the war. Okay, that was a very, 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 very silly thing to do. Even though he's not that close to his sister, he's going to use that as a chance to gain revenge. My courtier, Arwen Vibrant, has expressed a desire to get married. Marry as you please, good woman. Who did you marry? Sir Warren. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Rack the Racks. Yeah, Septon Joa. Very interesting. Lord John the Unreader has used a favour on Lord Byam of the Farthest Field to force them to join all their factions. Okay, so that means that the Farthest Fields are now going to be joining a faction. It's looking very possible, guys, that you guys could be right, and Tytos isn't going to last long in control. Need to get you to collect some taxes. Let's build our spy network up in the Grey Cliffs. We need to get Lord Greystark killed as soon as possible. We need to get rid of him. Let's get this army up here. Smash Lord Maiden's army. I think his father's still alive by this point, isn't he? Grenham Maiden. Pretty sure that he is. Didn't he go beyond the... Oh no, he's dead. Died of complications related to gout. I know that he actually lived for a lot longer in the other timeline beyond the wall. Your Grace, I've collected ample tax revenue. Our Master of Coin. Excellent news. 32 gold. At least we've got plenty of gold. If we do get in trouble, we can hire plenty of mercenaries. We do have our Northern alliances as well. Lord Paramount Duncan of the Grandlands has declared Lord Paramount Duncan's war to liberate captive from King Malako of Shireen. Okay. Interesting. Your Grace, the Kingdom of the Vale currently has no incumbent separate from the Crown. I petition that I should be made overlord of this region. I don't think so. We need to change that from a paramountcy then, don't we? Else it's going to start getting very annoying. Need to convert the kingdom. We can't do it at present, but we do need to convert that. My God, it's taking this army an awful long time to march into the Mother's Embrace. Yes, John Seymour, the real puppet master. He's behind everything. I hate this border gore. Let's have a look at John Seymour. What's he up to? What's he up to? Lord John the Unreader. He's now uncuffed, so a very dirty man. My lover, Miguel, has avoided me for some time now, and the rare occasions when we meet have turned from the nights of passion I remember to evenings of arguments and disagreements. It did not come as a shock when she told me she no longer loves me, but it hurt more than I thought it would. We break up. Well, that's probably because I killed her husband. How dare you break up with the king? Margale managed to avoid my guardsmen and has fled the court to the court of Lord Samwell. Damn it! We can plot to kidnap her. We will take her back. Can't believe that she, Anger the Evil, Moribald Rack don't manage to avoid us and get away. But somehow, she gets away. What's that all about? Interesting. Wow, those Ironborn are still raiding Ghoultown. Oh my god, how long is it taking these men to get here? Taking them an awful long time. Wow, they need a lot of men to siege it as well, which is interesting. At the age of 7, your nephew, Lucius 7-star, died stillborn. Prince Harbert's son. Okay. Lord William of Ghoultown inherited the city of Ghoultown from Byron. Okay. Grand 7-star wedding. That could be interesting. At the age of 47, your bannerman, Lady Meline of Luna Woods, died under suspicious circumstances. Now, that is a shame, because she lived till a ripe old age. Which means Mathis Crescent owns both lands, which is interesting. Today, I was approached by my half-brother, Hilario. Apparently, he is concerned about my health and thinks that I am becoming too frail and thin. If I keep eating so little, he says I will soon no longer be able to wield a sword, pleasure women, or just go out riding. Maybe I should eat a bit more. Shut up, that's none of your business. There are too many things to do, too many things that worries me. I've gained the stress trait. Well, that's not good. It would be interesting. I imagine probably Benfrey. Then again, Lyanna. Lyanna is still alive. Lyanna could end up with the crown, just like she did before. That's a possibility. Lord Leopold of Smith's Forge has declared Lord Leopold's claim on Scorched Vale, war on High Chief Ragnar. Yeah, that's fine. You do that. Extend the Fingers lands. That's Lord Corbury leading that war then. That poor woman made such poor choices in men. Well, not if you think of all those women that made the poor choices of deciding to be one of Anger II's mistresses. Okay, Anger the Evil and Moribald are dead. Owen is leading the plot against Tytos. Tytos is dealing with the maidens. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Lord Darnell has been a loyal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in the aid of Andalia. It would be seen as the right and honourable cause to reward him with certain incomes and grants to foster greater loyalty. You know what? Yeah, I'll honour him with an heirloom, a 7-star heirloom. Do we get to choose? Under my guidance, my young ward Carl is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. Perfect. Let's grant him. What should we give him? Let's give him an artifact. What have we got? What can we give you? Arena of Anger, 7-star, Winter Kings, Pasture of the Dead. What have we got that we could give you? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I thought we had more stuff than that. I will give you... Which ones? You can have our fine set of armor, Darnell Crowners. There you go. Merry Christmas. Imbeciles worshipping the moon. Hilario should be killed. If we get a chance, I'll kill him. Don't worry about that. Okay, we've got a load of rebellions happening between our own people. That keeps them weak. They can't rise up against us if they're weak. Darnell Crowners had a fine set of armor added to their treasury. May you live in harmony and contentment. I accept your gracious gift. What a splendid object. You are welcome, Darnell. You're very welcome. You did help us win this round. Without your miraculous... I don't know how you did it. Your miraculous victory. We wouldn't have been able to do it. Your Grace, the Kingdom of the Vale currently has no incumbent separate from the crown. I petition that I should be made overlord of this region as your most loyal and able bannerman. Yours humbly, Benfrey Snow. Ooh. Wow, look how many people he's actually got backing him as well. You know what? I wouldn't mind giving it to Benfrey Highstar. I think that could be a good idea. No, Danis has been pretty tame, but he was pretty tame for quite a while. You know what? I think we should do this. We said about doing it a lot in the main series, so we You know what? Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? We'll do it. Let's give the Vale to Benfrey. He's still our subject. But if we can keep Benfrey on side, it keeps all of those Vale Lords on side. Which means, yeah, 100% opinion. He's our friend. So, any wars we get in with the loyalists up north, we've got the whole Vale backing us up. So this is probably a good idea, because people hate us, but people love Benfrey. So that should work in our favour. I've got an increased amount of questions from Carl lately about the gods and the rituals of the old gods' faith. Time to teach him about the gods. Okay, so the crownless heir becomes old gods. Awesome. A fleet of loot has returned from raiding. Lord Reaver, Earl of the Seastone Isles, gains 300. Okay, that doesn't really affect us, so... Just need to win this war here, which could take a little while. You know what, we could call upon a huge Vale army now, though, which is like 32,000 strong. That's absolutely ridiculous. Let's split that in half. Let's spend 16,000 here. And the other 16,000 here, just to end these sieges a little bit quicker. Let's get this war out of the way. But yeah, that's going to make us a lot stronger by having this. Yeah, we could have that Lucian, but I'm trying not to think of that thingy of events. I'm hoping that Benfrey's very, very good nature is going to stop anything like that happening. Your Grace, I've been attending to the wounds of the men at your behest. They seem to be much happier hearing that their lord would offer his own maester. Perfect. Sybil Reed is called in a favour on Torren Marsh. Let's have a look at those factions. We've still got the dangerous faction. 44,000 men. Ouch. Lord Paramount. Oh my god, Benfrey is in that fact because he got forced to join it, didn't he? Can we try and imprison you? No, because you're hiding. We really need to get you killed. How is our plot doing? It's only at 19% because you're in hiding. This is dangerous. We really need to worry about this because the Vale... That was an oversight. Is that... Darnold Crownless is in it as well. Darnold, you bastard. Our half-sister. Married to Lord Aaron. Plot to kill, and we wouldn't have much success there either. We need to get you dead. How are we going to... You're in hiding. We can't get to you. Can't send you a gift. How are we going to get around this? Can we revoke a title? We can revoke your title. You'll say no, and then you'll raise up, and hopefully the Vale won't raise up with you. This could be very dangerous. This could become very dangerous. Colin didn't, but his son did. The Grey Starks are going to rebel any second. Your Grace, my mission to Greyhold has so far been a success. Oh, great. So this comes up afterwards, and we've managed to improve relations afterwards. Perfect. We did try and revoke his title. Let's see what happens with that. At least we've got this army raised. To the harsh kinslayer Tytos, may wisdom ever elude you. I will not allow you to steal my titles without a fight. You are no longer my liege lord. Right, let's see. Wow. A lot of people have gone against us. Lord Ambrose of the White Star accepted Lord Owen of the Grey Cliffs call to arms. So of the Jossos, the Racks. So all the loyalists together. This is good. If we win this war, we can take down all of the loyalists and replace them all with our own loyalists. If we lose, it's not good. He's probably going to have a lot of men. 3,000. He's got the farthest fields. Let's call up all of our men. Let's see what we've got. Not a lot. We've got a little bit of manpower here. Let's march those up to here. Willowwood look like they're... Oh no, Willowwood are attacking. John the Simple has joined the other side. You know what that means, guys? It's time for Willowwood to get sacked. These 15,000. Down to Willowwood you go. Let's sack Willowwood. Let's get Tytos in charge. It wouldn't be right if Willowwood was not sacked. This army here, we'll keep Benfrey in charge of that. These 15,000 here, who have we got leading you? Clement, whoever you are. Right, this is going to be interesting now. Right, we've got these here. Let's call in the fleets. Get everybody on their ships. You guys can embark. Do we not have ships here? Yes, one ship. Not a lot of men, but can we not call any men up from the sisters? Apparently not, but we can call up the ships, so we will do that. 400 ships, which is awesome. Let's get them over to the neck. No, no, not the army. Let's get the ships to the neck. Let's get these ships also to the neck. Let's get our southern armies together. We've got 4,000 men in the Bolton lands, which is pretty decent, actually. How much manpower has the Racks got, though? 4,000. How many fleets can we call up from the Bolton lands? None. 4,000 men, though, and the Grey Cliffs have got 3,000. This Bolton army could probably be enough to attack the Grey Cliffs. I don't really want to leave them here. Let's take these 400 ships straight up to the Bolton Fort and save them before they get left behind. War of the Stars Part 2. Yes, definitely. Burn Willowwood. Burn it to the ground again. Let's sack Willowwood. It wouldn't be right if we didn't sack Willowwood, would it? Let's be honest. And we've also got our allies, of course. Overthrow Ruler. We're going to need you in that war more, let's be honest. Overthrow Ruler. Overthrow Ruler. Overthrow Ruler. Perfect. So we've got all our northern allies, which are also going to join us. You didn't give him the trident. Lady Elena Josso has issued a call to all her subjects, promising glory and wealth to anyone who can master a dragon in her lands. Oh, God, here we go. So there's a free dragon in the Josso lands. The Riswells have called up, joined us. The Umbers have joined us. Just waiting on the Glovers. Lady Darien of Harvest Hall, that doesn't really concern us, does it? We have actually got enough men to take out the Great Cliffs. You know what? Considering the Umber host is also here, we could take out... If we get a decent commander in charge of this, let's get Benfrey in charge. Let's take out the Great Cliff armor. Why not? We should be able to do it. We have got enough men for mercenaries, but we might not need the mercenaries yet. Prince Pyron of the Rivers and Hills has formed an alliance with Lord Mohor of Turnbridge. And the Templetons have also joined us in this war. How many ships have we got here? 45. Which is enough to carry this army, actually. So let's embark this host. And we'll sail those up into the Grey Cliffs as well. Do you know what? Stay where you are for now. Let's muster a decent-sized army. Wow. Look at the Josso armour. 5,000 men from the Jossos alone. That is insane. 3,000 from the Rosehearts. This shows how much manpower these lands here have. The Racks are independent, but they're not actually involved in the war. So that's good, actually. So we can send 4,000 men here, and they're going to be pretty safe. And the Glovers have also accepted our call to war. Okay, we've got a random 140 Roseheart men down here. 24 Willowwood men. 81 Willowwood men. Probably the most amount of men that they've ever had. We have got 15,000 men making their way down to Willowwood, though. I can't wait to see it get sacked once more. The old god priest can be a bit irritable, and after my latest blunder, I feel the need to be extra careful around them. Too bad I cannot really rely on myself when I am being stressed to be anything else but blunt. Kragan should be able to handle this better than I would. Loses the trait stress. Yes. The pressure of life no longer seems to overwhelm me. I've lost the stress trait. Perfect. I am a little bit worried about that dragon rider, though. If someone manages to tame a dragon in Whitford, that's worrying. That's very worrying. What we've got here, 2,000 men. Let's merge those together, march those up to to Greywater Watch. Yeah, we had to kill dragons off a lot, so I'm worried with the fact that we're not here to kill them off. Tytos could probably take a dragon in a battle. Tytos could kill Balerion the Black Dread, let's be honest. That was a joke, by the way. Lord Owen has imprisoned my bastard sister Rennie for my opposition against him in the war. Perianne Josso is currently under my control, and her relative, Lady Aline Josso, is opposing us. Yeah, but she's of the blue Jossos. That's nothing to do with her. It's not her fault. It's nothing to do with her. Willowwood's actually expanded its land, I've just noticed. It owns a little bit of land in Seacard, which is interesting. My bodyguard, Joran Glover, has expressed a desire to get married. Marry as you please, good sir. Marry as you please. Right, so we've got our 4,000. We've got our men here on the ships. Let's dock them another 3,000, and we should be able to crush the Grey Cold army and take the Grey Cliffs. There is that Roseheart army, though, wow, which is pretty strong. Thankfully, the Josso army has not come in the same direction as we've got Benfrey in charge of that. Got no one in charge of this. Let's lead this. I love how you can just swap which army you're leading. A little bit ridiculous. The Greyjoys are still at war with the North. Ridiculous. And they've changed their mind now that Tytos is in charge. Yeah, I'd change my mind too if I was you. Right, so we've got our 15,000 men here, still on the way to Willowwood. Perfect. 2,000 here. We can now send those ships back to Greywater Watch so they can pick up that army. And perfect, we've now won this war. Enforce demands. Perfect, that is now under our control. And we do need to transfer the vassalage of Lord... Oh, okay, we actually own the High Lordship. Ah, we actually own the Lordship. So we will grant... Oh no, let's give the land away first. Who can we give that land to? Who needs rewarding? We could make the crownless lands a little bit bigger up into this vale. Let's do that. Grand Landed... Then again, that's going to make them fight each other. But it will make him happy. Lordship of Scorched Vale. High Lordship of the Mother's Embrace. Let's give him a little bit more land up here. Send. There we go. That should get Darnold on side. And make him really like us, which is perfect. And that means we can now move these 19,000 men on to Greywater. What? Actually, no. Let's just... Yeah, the ships march here. We'll meet in the middle, and the ships will come to get you. Your Grace, I humbly ask that you intervene on my behalf against the aggressions of Lord J.B. Mudd. I will order him to stand down, and he doesn't want to stand down. Whatever. I don't really care that much. Yeah, all of John's men are dragon riders. All 24 men. Oh, 152 men, but I think they're joined with another army. The army of Salt Pant, yes, they're joined with the massive Mooten army of about 80 men as well. Right, so we've got 7,000 men here now. That's going to be more than enough to take care of the Grey Stark army. Perfect. Queen Barina the Magnificent accepting High King Aga II of the Iron Isles peace offer. Oh, wow. So the Rills now belong to the Ironborn. It took them a while to do, but they have expanded their influence. So the North is very vulnerable. A strange red priest from Essos has appeared at my court. They talk of a god, Relor, the god of light, heat, and life. And it's, okay, Anthinus, the god whose name should not be spoken, the god of ice and death. I should embrace this new religion. Have the heretic jailed. How boring. Have the heretic jailed. Some crazy volunteering. Execute. Have him hanged. The red god didn't save you there, did it? Okay, so the Roseheart army is marching north as well, which is a bit of a worry, but we should be okay. It has been very successful so far, Matt. Do not jinx it. Right, can we just lend this army here, actually, and dock the fleet there? It might be quicker just to pick you up on the way. Should be able to carry that many men easily. There we go. Perfect. Embark the army. And now let's sail to Crow's Baron. Actually, these 2,700, let's send them on to Willowwood. And this army of 18,000, let's sail them up to the Great Cliffs. We'll split our army in half. We've got plenty of men down here, plenty of men up there. My prisoner, Lord Walto, is complaining about his dark success. Should we just chuck him in the oubliette? Let's do it. Why not? Let's be cruel. We should make Titus' victory the main line. Oh my god, it'd be so cursed. All the houses are going to be dead and gone by God knows what point. Just slaughtering everyone. Peace be with you. I would like you to back our plot to fabricate a claim on the High Lordship of the Crone's Crossing. No. You've not got enough land. You're probably going to gain the main Josso land very soon. Right, so we've got 7,000 men here. Right, let's dock the 17,000. We'll march the 7,000 on to Greyhold. And the 17,000 can go and take care of the Roseheart and Grey Stark armor. You can marry as you please. That's fine. Right, 18,000. March onto the Roseheart army. Who is leading this army? Let's get Tytos to lead this, and we'll get Benfrey to lead the siege army. Perfect. Has Willowwood been sacked yet? Yes, the army is in Willowwood. Attempt an assault. Let's burn Willowwood to the ground. Siege of Willow Hill. 96 men were killed. Let's assault again. It wouldn't be right if Willowwood was not burnt and sacked. And all the inhabitants killed. Perfect. And have we got another one? Yeah, there's another city. I think there's several cities here, actually, isn't there? There's about 3 or 4. Oh, one of them hasn't been built yet. There was an extra one that was built. We need someone in charge of this army. Let's go with Clement, whoever you are. Perfect. And let's sack the last province. There we go. Willowwood has well and truly been sacked, as usual. Let's march on and take care of this army. Got that strong Jotto army, which for some reason is trying to siege Seven's Guard. They're going to be there all day long. It's going to take a hell of a long time to do that. Your Grace, for too long, Rin Waghorn has occupied my rightful seat. I do not care. John Seymour for king. March these 10,000 now onto Greyhold, which is pretty well defended and fort level 8, so it's pretty powerful. We may need to siege it down a little bit. We have got 18,000 men led by Tytos himself here, which is going to crush this 6,500 army led by Owen Greystark. And then, because all of these have gone against us, Whitford, Roseheart, Firehand and Greystark, we are going to be able to revoke some titles, which should be pretty fun. Willowwood is cursed. It is like, you think Tumbleton's bad in the Dance of Dragons. It's got nothing on Willowwood. Willowwood has been sacked over and over and over. I've got no idea. They keep somehow rebuilding it into like a really prosperous city, but then they come to war and it's like, yeah, we've got no men to fight. We've never got any men to fight. Harlan Forrester has arrived at our court. Sir Bellis of Seven's Guard is inherited Castle of Gatehouse Tower from Vermifore Shycross. He's still alive? Got no idea why anyone would move to Willowwood. It is so cursed. Battle of Whitewood. Perfect. We've won that. Gives us 3%. We are sieging the Great Cliffs. We'll march this army down south. Let's relieve the siege of Seven's Guard. They are actually going to be able to take it, but they are taking it from the north, I suppose. Samwell Rack died stillborn. Master Otho has sent... Oh, God. Okay, so we're getting this again. I will not tolerate this. We will challenge him to a duel. We challenged him to a duel last time and nothing happened. We will get him. We'll get him back. Lord Master Rilo of Andor Coast accepted Lord. Okay. Ah, so someone actually tried to land in Iron Oaks and lost. I don't know why though, because that is actually Andor, so that makes no sense. That's CK2 logic, I suppose. At least we can finally now reward our loyalists. Is Benfrey a siege leader? I can't remember. No. What's happened to most of our commanders, actually? Our Master of Coins gone. We'll go with you for now, just so we can collect some taxes. Master of Whispers. Absolutely haters. We'll leave it empty. We don't really need to be plotting anything till the war's over. What's happened to all of our commanders? Let's get some of these back in here. I love how Damon can actually be a commander, and he's actually a really good commander as well. Our Maester. I cannot stand Master Otto. He takes every opportunity to insult me and berate me. Clearly this man wishes to be my enemy. I hate him. Become bitter rivals. Right, so we need to take care of Lord Mouton as well. It is literally strengthened by the blood of its people. Yeah, nice. It's got nice markets. Smothered in blood. Dead bodies. Are we close to sieging this yet? Not really. We're still a little bit off. That's fine. Wickham has now been sieged as well, though. We should probably bring this army up the causeway now and into the north. Let's do it. Let's march onto Greywater Watch and trap the army. Okay, we do have a Firehand fleet here. Be interested to see where they're going to land. We'll going to trap the Josso host, which is perfect. We just need to get Greyhold under siege, really, don't we? And that'll be the war won. And the Boltons are probably going to gain the most from this. They're going to gain a lot of territory up north and a lot of power and influence. They're going to probably gain... Well, Belvazar and Fion's plotting is going to get them somewhere. And Belvazar Bolton wants to tame a dragon, which is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Osmond Greyfur was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. Well, let's have you executed, beheaded. In the north, it is said that he who passes a sentence must swing the sword. So should Osmond Greyfur receive his sentence from me? Yes, it's the old way. I don't think that's going to bother Tytos in the slightest. Where is... Yeah, I think Pia, I believe, is just chilling in the era, if I'm not mistaken. Pia, Snow, Where are you, Pia? There you are. Yeah, chilling in the era, still very much alive. At the age of 16, your subject Alice Roseheart died clutching her heart. That's a young age to have a heart attack. Wow, there's actually 3,800 Firehand men, led by Byam Firehand, on the Sisters. Right. Is that the Templeton armour? Very nice. Well, the Redstone armour. At the age of 51, your subject Robert Lingrave died under suspicious circumstances. That's fine. Battle of Children's Tower. We've managed to win that battle. That gives us a lot of war score, which is perfect. We just need to get this siege underlain. I think that's probably going to win us the war. Let's lift the siege of Sevensguard. Peter Silvise had Passage of the Dead added to his treasury. Thank you so much for everyone who's still watching, by the way. We've had a lot of viewers the whole way through this stream. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button as well, guys. It will really help the channel, especially now that we want to get up and running again with content. Hopefully try and get that YouTube algorithm back up and going, because I've probably done myself no favours with that by not uploading for the last month and a half or however long it has been. And that's something that I'm really upset about, actually. The Raiders of the Adriatic, now that we've got the new DLC, the save file no longer works. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. I don't know what you guys want to see as our new CK3 series. You'll have to let me know. We have now got the new DLC, of course, but we've done so much with Vikings already. I don't really know why we should go with that. Can we lift this siege again yet? Yes, we can. Oh, yeah, I think a dragon is even above them. Even Belvazar the Brilliant isn't going to be able to tame a dragon. Surely. Right, what army have we got nearby? We've got a Roseheart and Greystock army there. The other army is now in Moat Cailin. Let's... Yeah, let's march them up. Why not? March them up the causeway. And the Grey Cliffs is about to fall. There's no point assaulting because it is a very decent level 4, and that could cause us some damage. I'm actually surprised how easily we've managed to take this rebellion down. It's a good job that we did try and revoke the title, because if that faction did kick in to replace Tytos and Benfrey was forced to join, there's no way we would have been able to take down Benfrey's host. No way on earth. Thank you very much, Lucian. I really appreciate it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been very, very successful for one of my streams. I don't know how many of you have watched my streams in the past, guys, but my streams always end in disaster. They never go as planned. Never, ever go as planned. Tytos is still only 28. We've only had 3 years of Tytos' reign so far, and it's been constant chaos. We'll spend highly to get Vira the best education possible. Wow, he's very learned. Very learned. But we're going to go with Marshall. Of course we're going to go with Marshall. His father's... Well, then again, he's not actually very good at martial at all. Wow, his wife's... His betrothed's 15 already. Has she got the giant unbetrayed? No, she's not. Oh, his stewardship's awful. We can't go learning. We're going to have to go martial then, aren't we? He's got decent martial, even if he is a poor fighter. Harold survived William the Conqueror. Damn, that would be hard. Would be interesting, though, to do a different timeline there. I'm still trying to do the what if Ned Stark didn't die scenario as well, and I've done so many attempts at it, and my god, the CK2 AI makes that so impossible to achieve. The amount of ridiculous things that I've had happen in my attempts at doing that so far it's just so stupid. sieging down the farther. You know what? Let's go to Barraton. Let's take the capital of the farthest fields. Where's our other host? 18,000. That's still marching right up. Let's go to the White. Let's go to Whitford. Let's make the Jossos pay a little bit. It looks like Cornman's going to be now getting a lot of territory. The way things are going, I think we might have to have, depending on if it's what you guys want, we might have to have a second Tytos stream, because this is going really well and lasting a lot longer than I expected. So we may have to continue it in a second one. We're still going to keep going for a while yet, but yeah, things are going a lot more successful for Tytos than I believed. I think, is he not, are we not his guardian anyway? I thought that we was Prince Byra's guardian anyway. But apparently not. As I'm guardian, let's go for... We could go with Damon, who's amazing in martial and learning, which would make sure that he has a very... But we'll go with Tytos himself. Who has Prince Tion got? Strong, very good in stewardship. As I'm a guardian, who have we got very good in stewardship? Well, Danes would be the best. Let's send him to Sybil Reed. Yeah, she probably does still hate him. I think everybody hates him, to be honest. Apart from Belvazar Bolton, but he's gained a lot. Yeah, I probably have jinxed it like Matt says. Things are going too well at present. I wonder if Lister the Loyal's still alive. After we sent him to the Night's Watch. He's been there 3 years now, so... Waiting for the army to march on and finish the great. Your Grace, I will honour my allegiance and take up arms to defend the realm against Andalia's enemies. The armies of the... You're already helping me, Benfrey. Removing Lord Paramount Benfrey Snow from the council is anger. I've not removed him. It's because the Vale have somehow managed to raise more troops to come to our aid. That makes no sense because we've already got all your troops. I really don't understand how this game works sometimes. Lord Owen of the Grey Cliffs ransomed Maynard from the clutches of Paramount Benfrey Snow. So Benfrey actually managed to take his son. How do we not manage to end this war then? That's so weird. So now we've got a stupid amount of troops because Benfrey's joined us, even though Benfrey was already on our side. So, whatever. I'm not going to complain. Let's give us extra troops. It's gone our way. Everything's going our way for once. 1 second, Rex, and I shall double check for you. We have Byra, his son and heir. Gilbert, his second son, who is now the new Lord of Erenford. We have his twin, who is Prince Tion. And then we have Princess Joy and Princess Kyra. Can we assault this land? The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumours have reached you that people are plotting to kill you. Now that is not good. Let's have a look. Known plots. Who is plotting to... Nothing on there. So we need to make sure our Kingsguard do their job now. We desperately need to make sure our Kingsguard do their job. Do not want to lose Tytos. I'm not surprised that someone's plotting to kill him. Lord Commander Lister, that would be awesome. Would be really awesome. Hopefully we can finish this war pretty soon. When are we going to get to it? Lord Gilbert of Lunar Woods. Ah, so it has been inherited by someone different. Who owns Frosty Shore? Lord Arliss. We've got a lot of young lords, which is good. So once we manage to win this war and replace the other loyalists, Tytos should be able to have a time of peace because all these young lords are going to be easier to influence and gain control over. Can we sack Barraton? It's 4 level 8, but we've got 16,000 men. We should be able to take it. Perfect. Your Grace, we have taken Barrow Hall, but Lord Byam Firehand is not here. Have his family and put them in the dungeon. Wow. That is a lot. Yeah, take his family, put him in the dungeon. Puts us up to 90%. Perfect. Let's march over to the White Star. Can we assault the Josso lands? Not just yet. So we took all the Firehands captive. I quite like that idea, actually, Billy. That's probably a good idea, because Tytos probably would have killed him to get back at him. Let's assault this. I want to get these sieges over with so that we can get to that 100% war score and get this war done. Perfect, that's under our control. Let's move on to the Frosty Shore and get that under our control. Got Barraton under our control. Byam is obviously leading troops somewhere. Willowwood has been sacked. Right, so yeah, we'll move these 8,000 down. Yeah, we need a Spy Master. I'm waiting until we can name Melira Snowit again. I don't know why we can't name... What is Melira? Ah, she's part of the Vale. That should have stayed as part of our... That's annoying that we can't now have her. We're going to need a new... Well, let's have a look what our options are then for a new Spy Master. Do we actually have anyone? Bellis of Sevensguard, he's pretty good. Adron Bloom, they both hate us. Adron Bloom didn't raise his army against us though, so let's go with him. Let's get him to build a... we need to make a new plot after this. So I don't know what though. So let's just get you to sabotage the economy. What economy do we sabotage when we own most of this land? The north. We're probably going to try and take some of the northern lands soon. And we need a new Hand of the King. Why is Ben... Oh, because he's... That's so annoying. And we've been... Let's upset people on the council because Benfrey's have been removed as Hand of the King. But we haven't removed him as Hand of the King. That's the annoying thing. Tytos Rasputin memes. Right, so... Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if anything happens to Tytos if he does get killed. We probably should have him disrupting schemes, actually. That probably would have been a... I'm getting mixed up now with CK3. It seems that Master Byra of Moontown, the Spy Master of Lady Alisane of Seaguard, has been sent to Rushmore to investigate rumours of a plot. Maybe he should be silenced before he finds out about my plot to kill Lord Owen of the Grey Cliffs. This might be necessary. Then again, it doesn't really matter, is it? Well, he's going to get killed anyway. He's rose up against us and was plotting our downfall. There's no coming back from that, Lord Owen. That's pretty true. Benfrey is destined to be the king that should have been in both timelines, and he's not going to get his chance. Maybe we do a bet. What if Benfrey Highstar became king timeline? That could be pretty cool. The king that should have been. My favourite character in all of Knights of Andalia. Let's sack the White Star. That's fallen. Perfect. Can we sack Whitford yet? Yes, we can. Elaine Josso needs... Perfect. Your Grace, I'm pleased to report that I've captured some high-value prisoners after our successful siege of Fordswatch. I hereby turn them over to you for your judgment. Good work, Your Grace. Send them to my dungeon. Yeah, send them all to the dungeon. 100% perfect. Offer peace. Enforce demands. Now here comes the fun. The second war against the tyranny of High King Tytos the Terrible has ended. High King Tytos of Andalia has won. Perfect. So you should be imprisoned now. Perfect. You are not imprisoned. You're not imprisoned either. Shouldn't you all be imprisoned? Or is it just... all your families are imprisoned. The war has been won. The rebel armies have been crushed by our brave loyalists. Lady Aline Josso, one of the traitors, has been brought before you to hear your judgment. Send her to the dungeon. Lady Elena shall be ordered to surrender Whitford to the crown and will be taken prisoner. As she is currently not your prisoner, she may rebel. She will forfeit Whitford. The war has been won by the rebel armies, have been crushed, and your brave loyalist, Lord Byam Firehand, one of the traitors, has been brought before you. I demand his head as well as the Firehand lands. Lord John Seymour, I demand his head as well as the Seymour lands. Lord Mouton, he will forfeit Saltpans. Now this is going to be interesting. All of these people are going to go mad. They're going to go nuts. We're going to have a lot of rebellions kick off. And here we go. Lady Aline of Whitford has declared war of Whitford independence. Lord Byam of the Father's Field has declared war of Barrowland independence. Lord John the Unready has declared war of Willowwood independence. Willowwood's about to get sacked again. And High King Tytos the Terrible has used up the title Castle of Saltpins from Lord Mouton. The war has been won. Yeah, you shall forfeit the White Star. The war has been won. The rebel armies have been crushed. I demand his head as well as all the Grey Stark lands. Tytos Erenstar, I find your judgment harsh, and as such, my bannermen and I no longer acknowledge your dominion over Whitford. I will crush her. I will crush him. I will crush him. Right, we're already in Whitford. We've got it under our control, so that's not going to take long. The others should easily be able to get under our control. I thought the Firehands had raised their army, but apparently not. And we do now have Saltpans under our control, so we will sort out the man soon. Tytos 7-star, I hear, find your judgment harsh, that's fine, I will crush him as well. And King Tytos The Terrible is to usurp the title Lordship of Greyhold from Owen Greystark. Perfect. Tytos 7-star, I find your judgment harsh, and as such my bannerman and I no longer acknowledge your dominion over White Star. He will be beheaded. In the north it is said that he who passes sentence must sing the sword. Yes, it is the old way. So Lord Owen Greystock has been beheaded. This is going to be interesting. Seeing Tytos as king is like Stannis is king. Yes, it really is. I may do face cam in the future. Once I've had a haircut, my hair is atrocious right now. Give the higher hand to the rooks and replace the rose hearts and blooms in different light rounds. This is where I'm trying to work out what we're going to do with all these titles now. Septon Allen of God's Hill. I believe that she's been in your custody for too long. Let's have a look. Who is she? Jane Firehand. She was the decent fighting one, wasn't she? Yeah, okay, accept your offer. Maynard Greystock has arrived at our court. He is now our hostage. Okay, let's have a look. We'll work out these lands in a moment and what we're going to do with them. First, let's win these other wars, and then we'll decide. We are going to be over our domain limit. Oh, actually not. King Vacor II of Valantis created the Kingdom of Valantis. Don't really care. Right, can we assault these lands? Yeah, we should be able to assault them and win these wars pretty much instantly because we've already sacked these once. Your Grace, I am pleased to report I have captured some high-value prisoners after our successful siege of Ford's Watch. I hereby turn them over to you. Good work, send them all to my dungeon. Perfect, so that means we get the Josso lands, offer peace, enforce demands. Yes, the War of Whitford Independence has ended. She will forfeit Whitford. Who is this? Otho Mouton. Let him rot. We'll sort him out afterwards. Lord Cormond of Crossfort. The Lord of Crossfort seeks to fabricate a claim on High Lordship of the Correct Crossing. Right. King Tytos the Terrible has used the title Lordship of Whitford from Aline Josso, one of our sister's friends. We will be executing her once this war's over. Let's send... Where do we send these men? Well, the Firehands and that haven't actually revolted. That's what I don't understand. How come they've not... But I didn't manage to take their titles. I'm not really sure what's happened here. I'm not sure what's happened with their lands. We'll see in a moment. The Kingdom of Willowwood. Right, so we just need to now sack the White Star. If we take these troops here to the White Star, we'll have more than enough men that we can just assault the wall straight away. Let's disband the fleets. The wall is under assault and the Night's Watch is hard pressed to defend it. They have called on all Lords of the Realm to take up arms. Okay. Whoa, what's going on at the Night's Watch? Beyond the wall, we have a king beyond the wall. Yes, ready the men. We ride at north at once. Of course we're going to help out at the Night's Watch. Let's send these 4,000 men to help out the rivers of the Night's Watch. Right. That's a good point, Billy, actually. I think it probably would be a good thing to only do mini-series on CK3 for now, considering that it's going to be constantly changing. And the vassals of Andalia now find you intimidating. I wonder why. Right, so can we assault the White Star yet? We can almost. Let's get all the men there. We've got 34,000 men. The war has ended. You wish to reappoint your council? Yes. Right, let's merge these together and attempt an assault. Let's get the Rose Hearts under our control. That puts us at 81%. I think they've actually got some lands down south somewhere, haven't they? That's why. But we should be able to attempt another assault soon. Your prisoner, Sir Cafish Josso, has requested an audience with you. Upon meeting him before the court, you hear he is offering to pay the ransom for his release. No, you should stay in my custody for now. We're going to take care of all of you in a moment. Your Grace, I believe... Actually, Amir, I think you've got away with it because of in-game CK2 randomness. You and Matt, you and the Firehands seem to have got away with it somehow. I don't know how. Your Grace, I believe that Maris Josso has been in your custody for too long. Who is Maris Josso? Some young girl. 25 gold, I accept your offer. She's not of the main branch, that's fine. Your Grace, I reiterate the contention at the fact that Clement of Stonebarrow enjoys command. He's doing a fine job. You rebelled. Just need to get this war out of the way so that we can end all wars. Can we assault yet? In 13 days. Your prisoner Willa Jotho has requested an audience with you. Upon meeting her before your court, you hear she is offering to pay a ransom for her safe release. Who is she married to? Bartimus. Wow, she's a decent fighter. 28. Willa Jotho. You should stay in my custody for now. Just need to get this out of the way. Damon Severstar has called in a favour on Craig Stark. Have we got any dangerous factions now? Only Lord John the Unreader. He really is refusing to learn his lesson. The guy is a complete idiot. He really is. He's managed to somehow get away with it because of in-game mechanics. Your prisoner Ellen Josso has requested an audience with you. Upon meeting her before the court, you hear she's offering to pay her ransom. Oh, behave yourself, love. You are not going anywhere. You're best friends with our sister. You're losing your head as soon as this war is done. Right, here we go. Victory, perfect. Offer peace. Enforce demands, yes. There we go. The war over. Let's split this army back in half. Let's move. Actually, 7th Port should be able to handle 30,000 men. Yeah, you can handle 60,000 men. Wow, that's impressive. We shouldn't need more than the 5,000 men we've sent north to help out there. And he will forfeit the White Star. Hi, King Tytos The Terrible Erenstar user at the title Lordship of the White Star from Ambrose Roseheart. Right, here we go then. It's time to have a look through our many prisoners. We've got 18 prisoners. Okay, wow. Alira Josso. A young child. We'll put her into house arrest. Let's be a little bit merciful with the children. Alice Firehand, 16 years old. Attractive, cynical. We could force her to marry a loyalist, which could be a good idea. If we had any. We haven't really got anyone. We'll keep an eye on her for now. Who are the big guns that we've got? We've got Cass Firehand. Interesting. We've got a lot. Sansa, our aunt. She probably despises us. Enga the Evil's wife. You're going to have to die, I'm afraid. So let's execute you. Hanged. Let's do a public hanging for all of them. We've got her sister. So these are... Wow. All of Enga the Evil's children. Let's execute them all. Hanged. We're going to wipe a Cass Firehand. Hanged. I think that's all of them. All of Enga's children, apart from the ones that are already free. Who is the actual Lord of Barrington Byam? He's going to hate us even more now. He's somehow got away with it, though, so we'll just kill the rest. I know, I can't believe that. How that is like a meme, man. How the hell are they still alive? Who else have we got? Where is... Well, we've got Lord Roseheart, of course. Could ban... Let's... we behead him or banish him to the Night's Watch? Let's banish him to the Night's Watch. They're under threat. Off you go. Off you trot. We can man the wall a little bit better. We've got a Josso here. Can we banish you to the Night's Watch? We can exile you, which literally does send you to the Night's Watch. You just have to wait for the event to pop up. Aline Josso. Where's your husband? He's like out in the desert somewhere. In the great deserts of Dawn. What the hell? Mutilate, humiliate, sell into slavery. I wonder if we'd get away with it. I'm worried about people finding out. Let's do it. You've decided that your prisoner Aline shall be sold into slavery. Now to find a slave trader who will buy her. Oh dear. I'm sure they will be interested. You take Aline Josso in chains to meet with a man by the name of Samsam, a wealthy slaver. He carelessly inspects Aline over an hour before finally turning to you and spitting in your face. You trying to rob me, he demands. This one is not even worth the time it took to speak with you. I cannot buy her. Then I suppose I'll have to find someone else who will. Perhaps I should give up on this after all. Yeah, no one wants her. She's not even good enough for a slave. We'll have to behead her then. Let's execute her. We visit her chambers? No. Execute imprisoned. Hanged. Who else? My god, we've got so many prisoners. Who's this? Alice Firehand. don't even know who half of these people are. You know what? Execute. Do it. Hanged. Let's just go for a mass hanging of all these. Execute. Do it. Hanged. Let's just hang the lot. Can't be bothered to look through them all. We're just going to execute every single one of them. Why does it keep clicking off? That's so annoying. I feel so cruel. That's also true. Will the Firehands somehow still win the Game of Thrones and take revenge? Only takes, it's very much like with Maegor the Cruel. Only takes you to go too far and then someone to kill you in your sleep or something, and your whole thing comes crashing down. Banish Offo. Who's Offo? Offo Mutin. He's our rival. Let's banish him to the Night's Watch. Execute. Hanged. Execute. Hanged. How many more have we got? 2 more. Execute. Even the children. Hanged. And execute. Imprisoned. Hanged. There we go. The whole lot of them. The whole cell of prisoners gone. Right. Now we've got our new titles. Right. Cormand Josso. I grant you the Lordship of Whitford. You've inherited the true Josso lands. Never thought I'd die side by side with a Seymour. Love it. What other lands have we got? We've got the Roseheart lands. Who do we give the Roseheart lands to? Wow. I have got a third son who's unlanded still. We've got a lot of land to give away. I know what I'm going to do with the Greystart lands. Where are you? Mathis Crescent, our friend. Oh, you're not actually in our land, so we... Oh, that's so annoying. Can we not... Why can we not get you to just bend the knee? It's so annoying that we can't do that. Do you know what, guys? I'm sorry. It's cheating, but I'm going to do it quickly. I'm going to switch characters quickly to Harbit, which it should let us do. There we go. And swear fealty to Tytos, because I don't understand why we can't already do that. I've really got to wait for him to... You know what? Let's just get the cheats up quickly. And we'll play back as Tytos, because it's so annoying that Harbit isn't swore to us when he should be, and it makes no sense why he isn't. He fought to put Tytos on the damn throne. There we go. Much better. Let's accept his fealty. Perfect. And we will quickly grant landed title the Lordship of Greyhold to Mathis Crescent, the new Lord of Greyhold, rewarding the loyalist houses, and we'll also give you the High Lordship of the Grey Cliffs. Perfect. What other lands do we have? We have the Roseheart lands. I've got no idea. Who do we give the Roseheart lands to, guys? I'll let you guys try and think of it. I'm not sure who we should give that to. Let's hang the lot. Yeah, we got to get rid of them all. No one... I don't think anyone's going to dare rise up after this. So we've got the Jossos back in control there. We do need to force the Ironborn away from our lands at some point. We've had all those killed. How much is our kill list now? Kills 35 plus Ambrose, so 36. Not good enough. I think my Maegor the Cruel playthrough, I literally got to like 2 to 300. It was absolutely ridiculous in the end. It was insane. Don't know who to give these Roseheart lands to. You have a new... yeah, blah, blah, blah. Some of your kin are unhappy that you granted the Lordship of Whitford to Lord Cormand Josso. You know what? I don't care, Hilario. I have a good friend in Lord Harbit, and it saddens my heart that he thinks we no longer have anything in common. We become bitter rivals. No, I miss you. Our friendship ends. That's a shame. Lady Maynard of Silverreed has declared Lord Maynard of Silverreed's war for Greywater Watch. Some of your kin are unhappy that you granted that. Oh, go away, Hilario. Right, we need to transfer the vassalage of Harbert over to Benfrey. Considering he's not our friend anymore anyway, doesn't really matter, does it? He needs to give that bit of land away as well. That needs sorting out. I was going to get some border war. Give a high lordship to Crownless. I think I've already given Crownless a high lordship. Ambrose Roseheart had Wolfsbane removed from their treasury. Oh, he died in the Night's Watch already. Died of poor health. He didn't last long, did he? I don't recognise my friend Lord Cormond anymore. The things we had... Oh, wow. We're drifting apart with a lot of our friends. We remain friends. Just give you all this new land. Oh, yeah. What's happened to Wolfsbane? The Roseheart Valyrian Steel Sword. Your Grace, I'm afraid I cannot honour your request for a loan of gold. Why would I ask you for a loan? I've got plenty of money. Can we end this war here? Command to end war. Do it. There's nothing I can do. Well, that's annoying. Can we not offer... It's so annoying that you can't just... Yeah, we can offer to join war. No, we can't. That's so annoying. We've demanded that you end that war. Hilario for High Lord. I'm not giving him a High Lord. It's very dangerous to not be Tytos' friend. I don't know who to give the Roseheart lands to. We have got a son who's unlanded still, but I don't want too many Erenstar dynasties around. What other friends have we got? Lady Sybil, Cormond of Crossfort, Belvazor the Brilliant, Mathis of the Grey Cliffs, Belgrave Rook, Melina the Sisters, Ragnar Maiden. He's still our friend after everything. That's interesting. Sir Belgrave Rook. You have got your land down there. These lands are much, much more prosperous. Let's give it to you. The Lordship of the White Star. There we go. Some of your kin are unhappy that you get that. Oh, do one, Hilario. I am not putting up with you. I want to get rid of Hilario. Yeah, by bugging him to death. Can we invite him to court? I'm guessing he's not going to want to come to court. Do you want to come to court, Hilario? No. Plot to kill. Plot to kidnap. Give a cadet dynasty. Hilarious now will become a head of a new dynasty and is promised a title. I don't really think we've got any titles left to give, have we? Oh, we've got the Castle of Saltpans, the Lordship of Scorched Vale, the Lordship of Severnsport. Do you know what? Let's shut him up. Let's give a cadet dynasty. Do it. And what will you call his new cadet house? House West, House... They're pretty boring names. House East? House... I think he gets Grant-landed title. You can have Scorched Vale. There you go. It's pretty crap. And your High Lord will be Donald Crownless. Hilario West. We need to give salt pans to someone. Do we have a random loyal courtier like Albert suggests? Let's have a look. No, everyone hates us. Everybody despises us, even our bodyguards. Even our children despise us. You know what? Let's give the other twin a title. Grantland, you can have salt pans. There you go. Perfect. There we go. So that takes care of that. There's no one who can oppose us. How is stuff going at the Night's Watch? The Wildling army is pretty tiny. I'm going to get crushed by our forces. Hopefully Hilario will try and rebel or something and then we'll kill him. Lord Paramount Benfrey Snow has declared Valeman Grey Cliffs de jure war over Crab's Shore. Okay, so they're at war already. That was always going to happen, wasn't it? We'll leave them to it. They can weaken themselves. Offer has said... Oh my god. We sent him to the Night's Watch and he's still sending us insults from the Night's Watch. That is brilliant. This guy has got the biggest balls in the world. He does not give one single fuck about how intimidating and scary Tytos is. He just carries on trolling. What a lad. That is brilliant. Hey up, Lord Daney's. Who's Lord Daney's at war with? Ah, he's helping out the neck. Interesting. House Blood Falcon. I quite like that. Just need to get this war over with the wildlings now, which should... The Night's Watch doesn't even need our help, let's be honest. They've got more than enough men to sort it out. Well, yeah, I forgot to check if Lister was still kicking on the wall. I've not had a message saying he was dead, so maybe he is. I wonder what court he's in. Raumond is still here. Muribald Rack is here as well. We've got a Tale. Got a Tall Heart, interesting. We've got a Lancer, interesting. A Shell. A Forester, another Tale. Mooton, of course. Theo Bloom. Wow, there's quite a lot of them. A Josso, a Darkling. Where is Lister 7-star? Okay, so he's not at Castle Black. He's not at the Shadow Tower. I could have just searched for him. It would have been easier, but I wanted to see who we've got at each... Ah, here he is, Lister 7-star. He is at Eastwatch by the Sea. Age 74 and still going strong. A Black Brother of the Night's Watch. He's blind from age. But he's still going. He's Maester Aemon of our timeline. House rope so Tytos can hang in with it later. Love it. Absolutely brilliant. I think we can... I don't want to disband this army though because it's so strong. PS7 the Chief General of the Vale seeks to replace Lady Paramount Miranda and become Regent. We need to actually sort out our own council now. We need a new Hand of the King, which hopefully we can... Can we not use Benfrey still? Because he's currently at war, so we can't actually use Benfrey, which is annoying. Your Grace, I'm pleased to report the majority of the population of Greycran has been converted to the old gods. Perfect. Ah, that's a good point. We need to start converting places back to the old gods. Frosty Shore, for a start, that needs to go back to the true gods. The green and blue 7-stars, let's have a look. They've been very quiet, haven't they? So we've got Lord John of Maidensgate, who's keeping to himself. He's got food poisoning. Still very stupid. His son is also very stupid. And the green stars, I believe, are landed here, aren't they? Wow. He's an interesting looking guy. Hairlip. Yeah, keeping themselves to themselves. His son, John Greenstar, Hairlip as well. That'll be all the interbreeding. That's what he does. The Wall is the only one that loves Tytos. Benfrey Lancer. Yes, good point. We have not looked in on Benfrey Lancer for some time. Here he is. Wow. Impressive. Very impressive. 25 martial. Unyielding. Flanker. He hates us as much as everyone else. Can we invite him to court? No. That's a shame. We do actually need to revoke your titles, don't we? Can we imprison you? 33% chance. We can plot to kidnap you. Let's do that. I want to try and keep the peace at the moment. We do need to take that land away from you. Kidnap, yeah. Auto-invite. Is there anyone that we can bribe? Belvazar Bolton. As if we've got to bribe Belvazar. Random Jogus Nye. Wouldn't be Andalia without a Jogus Nye, let's be honest. Have we got anyone else that may be swayed? Donald Crownless. And that's about it. So hopefully we'll be able to kidnap him, revoke the High Lordship, give it to the Boltons. The recent conversion of Greycran to Old Gods has caused great unrest. That's fine. That Greycran and all of the neck should have been Old Gods anyway. John for hand. Your Grace, my mission to Sevensguard has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Sir Bellos, Red God of Sevensguard, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are. Belvazar, have you had any children yet? Winton Bolton, sickly. Jessamine Bolton, fair. And Bowen Bolton, who was quick but sickly, unfortunately. Septon Hobber, Favour the 7 Uprising has declared Favour the 7 revolt against High King Tytos The Terrible. Okay, Favour the 7 rebels have risen up in Old Castle, led by a militant Septon. Wow, 13,000 strong. Interesting. We are going to get some very... The faith is very, very strong around 7th floor, and they're not going to want this heretic fighting. And the Racks have done it again. We need to take care of this kid. He's too neutral. Everyone needs to learn their place. 7's guard is also too neutral. They need replacing. Lancer versus Tytos. Oh, could you imagine what a fight that would be? And we've crushed that uprising without little. It's only a peasant army of faith militant. An army of sparrows. Easily dealt with. Easily taken care of. And we can enforce demands. Oh, and Septon Hobart is a fire hand. He's off the fire hand. What a surprise. Can we not execute him? Why can we not execute this guy? Execute. It will not allow us to execute him. If we executed too many people, let him rot. Execute. Ah, here we go. Execute imprisoned. Yes. Hung, drawn, and quartered. We'll send a piece of your body to each of the seps around Andalia. Lord Stefan Priesthater has declared last half war for Leopold's claim on the north. Who is Leopold? Near a Stark. Osric, it must be a Stark, I'm guessing. Some sort of Stark that he's claimed the north for... Ah! Prince Osric. No, that's not him. Who's Leopold, then? Leopold Flint. Ah, yes, from the days of the Flint Kings. Forgot all about that. Benfrey Lancer probably will be the only person. Or Benfrey High Star. I can't see anyone else who's going to be able to bring Tytos down. Not a chance. How is this war going up here? Your Grace, I humbly ask that you intervene on my behalf. I'll ask him to stand down, and he refuses, so I'm afraid I can't do anything. The vassals of Andalia now view you with fear. I can't imagine why. Let's bring our troops home. The Night's Watch should be able to take care of that war by themselves now. How's our wife doing? How old is she? 29. Is she going to give us any more children or what? We need to expand the realm by conquest still. I think I'm also going to wind this stream up in a moment, but I've enjoyed it. I think we should have a second stream. We've been going now for 3 hours. I'm starting to get a sore throat. Wow, 65,000 troops. So we have actually massively, massively improved our troop count, which means that we may have vassals that actually like us now. We've got several vassals that actually like us. Belgrave Rook. Can we send you a gift? Get you on side a little bit more? Yes, we can. Let's try and improve relations with these ones that actually do like us. Belvazar's opinion of us has dropped massively. Maybe we've even done stuff too far for a Bolton. Stuff that's that bad. Even the Boltons are like, ooh, bit far, mate. Maynard Fen. Send gift. Lord William of Gultown inherited the city of Gultown. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I think we're going to end the stream here, guys, for now. But let me know by liking and commenting whether you think we should carry this on and you'd like to see a part 2 of What If Tytos Erenstar Was King. I'd love to give it a second go as long as you guys want it. So don't forget to leave a thumbs up and a comment to let me know so I know how many of you guys did like it and would like to see this continue. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It felt great to get back into the channel again, and hopefully we can continue with content over the next few weeks now that I've finally got a little bit more time. Don't forget to join the Discord server as well, and you can let me know of what things you'd like to see on the channel in the future. Thank you once more, and I'll see you all hopefully